So we're the new kids in town, breaking walls, blowing bridges, leaving rubble like a wrecking ball. Go ahead, call us outlaws, 'cause we tear the roof off, yeah. Better get your umbrella, 'cause this wind's gonna kill ya. Or better run for some shelter, 'cause we're blowing down this house. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. Bring in the storm, here we go. Put your hands up, 'cause we are a hurricane. We are a hurricane. Better get your umbrella, 'cause this wind's gonna kill ya. There's no stopping us now, we'll blow down this house, yeah. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. Bring in the storm, here we go. Put your hands up.
Well, hello, greetings. No matter where you happen to be around the world, you are looking at live pictures of Queenford Lake, the home of the Oxfordshire Waterski and Wakeboard Club, and the venue for this, the Oxfordshire Pro Am, the inaugural edition of in this year 2024. My name is Tony Lightfoot, and glad to have the pleasure of your company as we take a good flyby view of this wonderful facility set out in the middle of the Chiltern countryside in England, not too far away from the village of Beringsfield and in close proximity to the historic city of Oxford, where it has its world-famous university and many other highlights as well, as including the production of mini vehicles which are sold worldwide and exported from that very city of Oxford. Here we go. Our schedule: women's round two rather than men's round two, and then starting a little bit later on tonight will be the nighttime final. It's the best score of 2 rounds, top 8 women. There are only 7 women in this competition, so all 7 will advance through to the nighttime final. Not quite so clear-cut in the men's competition. The top 8 will advance, but we do have 11 skiers in the men's competition. So we will be dropping 3 skiers prior to the men's slalom final going on tonight. So even with the scores that were produced a little bit earlier on in the competition for the top skiers, their destiny is by no means assured of making it through to the next round, being joined here by Corey Vaughan, who is going to be one of those skiers trying to stamp his authority out there on the slalom course in the men's. But first off, let's check in on the women's competitors and see who comes out on top and who has the best seed going into the final.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, all the women are going to be taken through to the final, but this round still has importance. This is for seeding. You know, right now we see the list as it currently stands after round 1. They're all going through, but we could see a reshuffling of the deck here as each skier has the opportunity to improve on their scores from yesterday, possibly try to climb up that list. Now, it was mentioned yesterday there could be some strategy. It may be actually beneficial to be a lower seed, go off the dock earlier while there's still more daylight. It does stay light very late here into the day. But then as the sun fully sets, we will have lights lighting up the entire lake, and I believe light up buoys in the course. So this should be a great show for everyone joining at home and all of those right here on site.
And there you go. Almost half of our women's field are congregated around that tree and getting warmed up. But we'll continue on and catch up with our on-dock correspondent. Motor racing might have their own doctor. We have our own here. It's Dr. Laura Morgan.
All right, I'm down here dockside. We're getting ready to go with round 2 of the Oxford Pro-Am. We're going to have 7 women kick it off, and then we'll go into the men. 8 men make it through, so 3 are going to be cut this round. And I'm really looking forward to it. The wind is pretty much dead right now. We have a little bit of rain coming in, but I think it'll pass. Saw some sun earlier, so hopefully that comes back out. But it won't matter later. It'll be in the dark, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great crowd, so enjoy it. Thanks.
All right, then we're back on, and we've got an impressive setup here, with courtesy of TWBC. We'll look inside the tent in a moment and seeing our good partner in crime there. That is Vincent Stadelbauer, and the tent that he's in has been supplied by the Joint Helicopter Support Unit of the RAF. In nearby RAF Benson military-grade equipment, and we're thankful for their support going forward. And I tell you, it's going to be an absolutely cracking competition, not only at night time, but also in the second round right now, as a few of those competitors really jostling for positions, and especially among the men, and they're trying to avoid the drop. We take 8 through out of the 11, so you don't want to be among the bottom 3 after this.
Yeah, and we saw it yesterday. Conditions were a factor. We've mentioned that the water is a little bit high here due to a bunch of recent rain, and because it's not a design-built ski lake, no ability to lower the water level. So it's the old play it as it lies. We're going to take the conditions as they are. Right now, you see a very glassy lake behind us. I think we have less wind today than what we had yesterday, which can only help. One less thing to factor in. And I'd say we're a little more lightly dressed than yesterday, not quite as cold. However, I think the water temp is probably about the same as it was, and I think that's a big factor that the skiers were feeling yesterday. But everyone's had one competition round under their belt. That goes a very long way in terms of adapting, feeling out the qualities that the water has. And so you would expect that the scores could come up here in round 2 now that everyone's a little more familiar with the site.
All right, okay. So before we actually go into the second round of women's slalom skiing, we played the game show that has taken the whole world by storm. It is called Pick Your Pass. So Corey, from the instant replays that we're able to re-rack and show right now, who would you select?
Yeah, well, let's see the first 39 run on the men's side yesterday. That was Aaron Davies. I feel like that really set the tone for the men's event.
Oh, I wanted that one.
Yeah, he's currently tied for the lead, so I feel like that deserves the mention, and we should take a look at Aaron's 39 yesterday.
All right, let's have a look at this. And I tell you, I mean, he got an exceptional gate shot here into buoy number 1. He got broken over there, but he just never say die here at this point. It's all grit and determination, and just brute force and ignorance going forwards.
Well, I would say, I don't know about brute force and ignorance, but I would say look how hard he's going. This is some heavy, hard skiing. But you know what? I felt a little bit like that too. I think that's kind of what we need. We talk about the swing. Oh, nice job there, Aaron. We talk about the swing in slalom skiing, kind of swinging back and forth. And I think here at this site, just the natural pendulum physics is typically enough, but here I feel like you need to kind of pump the swing. You need to add some intensity and add some power side to side, and you kind of saw Aaron do that right off of the one ball, if not at the gate. So, that's maybe some inspiration to the field right there, and showing everyone how to get it done.
All right, you've had one pass, okay? That was enough for a tie for the lead, which means that I should go for the other person that tied for the lead. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Sasha.
Okay, bring on Sasha. We'll get that one racked up. The 39.5 off pass for Sasha Deska. who eventually would go on to score 1 at 10.25 and tie Aaron Davies. Now, you're going to see a difference in styles and a difference in approach, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, from what I can remember, Sasha's was maybe a little cleaner, but look, Sasha's always an aggressive skier. He always, gets in deep off of the turn, really holds a lot of pressure side to side. He rides the ski like a cat, very agile, but you wouldn't call him like just a fully gray skier. He's a very gritty skier, and, again, that really seems to be what's paying off right there. You see some grit 5 to 6. He's running down course. Another thing we noticed yesterday, any space you lose in the pass out there, you cannot get back. So you've got to set the tone from the start and then just stay on top of that thing.
All right there. So we saw that pass there on 10.75 meters between Aaron Davies and Sasha Deska. Not winning any points for style whatsoever or finesse. But with that in mind, let's check in with Dr. Laura Morgan.
All right, I'm here with Allie Garcia. She'll be first up in the women's slalom event. Allie, I know kind of an uncharacteristic fall for you yesterday, but I don't think you'll have any problems today. And how are you feeling knowing that, everyone's making the final here, sort of around us, just feel it out. What's sort of your game plan with that?
Yeah, yesterday I felt really good. It kind of came out of nowhere, so I'm going to try not to lose any sleep over it. Well, I didn't. And I'm just going to go out and do the same thing, try to execute. And I think that it's a confidence boost knowing we all go through, and it's just a chance to go out and see how it feels.
Exactly. Well, good luck, and we're looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
All right, then. So we will continue prepping for our... Okay, so we'll continue on with the game show. So far, we've done the men. How about the girls?
Yeah, well, let's see. Looks like they're still setting up the boat there. Allie had her hands in her pocket. I don't know if the gloves are on yet or if we're just still warming up. But, yeah, let's take a look. I think on the women's side, I believe Manon Costard was the first to run 38, and that kind of raised the bar on the field over there. Let's take a look at that pass.
All right, yeah, Manon Costard, who's on a little bit of a comeback trail, at least so far as skiing events in Europe, but she pulls out a little bit early there for this pass.
Yeah, you saw that little outside check. I had the same thing from that direction going into the 39, and when you have that, you realize you're running out of speed, and you're going to have to recreate some right after the turn-in, which is what she did right there. She got on it kind of hard, but then again, I think we need to see some of that aggressive, hard skiing, and that may have been exactly the thing that set her up. This is a pretty nice-looking 38 right there. That was one of, I think that might have been better than her 35 off pass. It seems to be the consensus that the skiers like starting from that far end and coming back towards the dock. There's something a little more favorable about that direction. So yeah, that was a nice 38 from Manon.
All right then. So I get to pick a pass, don't I?
It's your turn.
It's my turn to pick a pass, and I'm going to throw a curveball in there in suggesting that we go with the last complete pass of Violetta Mosiolski.
Yeah. I like that one. It was a 12-meter run for Violetta. She has been very consistent running that pass, and we mentioned yesterday just set a new Argentinian national record of 3 at 11, the next pass. So, running this one for her is an important part. And this is her first, keep in mind, this is her first ever Pro Tour stop. So, little added pressure out there. And she's another one. She likes to be in attack mode. That's a lot of commitment there on that 3 ball.
And, she kind of reminds me a little bit technically very, very similar to Karen Truelove.
Okay. Yeah, I can see flavors of Karen Truelove out there. Gosh, we miss you, Karen. We haven't seen you around on tour as much this year. But, look, that's a solid run right there for Violetta. She's going to be wanting to back that up today, run that 35 again, and then she's got a couple of competitors out there with the 3 at 38 right now. Bea and Alice tied with 3 at 38. I'm sure she'd love to move into that tie. That would also be equaling her PB, so that would be a big day. And I believe she's up to it.
All right, then. So go play for your opportunity to win yourself a ski, a D3 or Conley, go to waterskibroadcasting.com, click on the link towards the top of the page, and you'll be presented with a form that will allow you to enter your predicted podiums of both the women's and the men's. And if that turns out to be the reality, and your backup tie-breaking score is closest to the winning one, then you could win yourself potentially a ski, whether it's going to be a D3 or a Conley, courtesy of those manufacturers, which we're glad once again to be supporting, having them supporting us on this endeavor, on this odyssey that we go through around the world, bringing to you the very best water skiing action. So yeah, go to the audience prize, go to waterskibroadcasting.com, click on that link and play. All right, then. So we are less than 50 minutes to go. This is continuing coverage of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am, the inaugural edition of, and when we return, we will have the Women's Pro Round 2 coming your way right after this.
What if I told you there was a place where the sounds of nature are only broken by the roar of a boat? A place where that summer feeling lasts all year long. Place where the Florida sun is only outshined by the smiles of the skiers. A place where first-time skiers can ski alongside world champions, and the world-class coaches work with all levels of skiers. What if I told you there was a place where life slows down, and your only job is to make lifelong memories? That place is Swiss Waterski Resort. Book your trip at SwissWaterskiResort.com.
See you in Vienna.
Thanks for calling Wake House. This is Brian. How can I help you? Yeah, Will. Can I let him know who's calling? All right, just a second. Will, I got a fill for you.
Perfect. Give me just 1 second. All right, hit it. Thanks for holding. This is Will. Hey, how's it going? Good.
so excited to introduce to you guys the NR1. Over the past season, we've been working on developing the ski shape that is now the NR1, and I truly do love this shape. I'm so excited to ski on it this season, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do.
I'm really excited to get on the Reflex NR1 this season and see what it can do for my skiing. Every time I get on it, it just feels better and better. So I can't wait for the 2024 season to get some new PBs on the Reflex NR1.
As the broker of Dayland Real Estate and a professional water skier, I understand what clients are looking for in their dream water ski home. Our company is dedicated to helping you and your family invest in your future together in Florida. If it's time to move on to your next adventure, let us help you find the perfect match for your home. Our team offers service in English, French, Spanish, and German. Whenever you are ready, just give us a call. We will be suited up and ready to assist. Dayland Real Estate, where expertise meets passion.
Skiing is fun. It sounds simple, but it's what drives us to build the best products day in and day out. Radar was founded and led by skiers who have instilled in us the passion to push beyond the norm and make better products. This passion fuels our desire to innovate and create. It means early mornings and late nights, red-eye flights followed by dawn sessions lead us to conversations that flow to progression. We never stop dreaming of what's next and what we can do to make skiing even better. Our constant desire to push the sport leads us to where we are now. We have fun creating every day so that you can have fun on the water. Just go ski.
All right, getting things lined up for the women's pro round number 2, and just waiting on the boat and everything else.
I think we're about there. I think we're getting ready to do this thing. First skier off the dock is going to be Ali Garcia. Oh, no, they're doing a simulation pass. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but she's buckling in. We are moments away now. Got to keep the conditions even right here. The boat's going to run up and back just to make sure everything is staying fair. Driver there, Adrian Asher. I didn't realize that he was going to be one of our drivers today, but I think the field will be feeling good about that. And yeah, we've got 2 lakes here. We've had amateur action on both lakes this morning, but as the pros go, we are going to shut down the back lake and have all the attention focused on the following skiers right here. First off the dock, we're going to have Ali Garcia, followed by Vio. I'm not so good with the last name. Followed by Bea Iani, Alice Bagnoli, Ali Nicholson, Manon Costard, and top seed Jamie Bull. Of course, this round will determine if this order remains for the night finals tonight. We'll have a good little hiatus. I think the night finals begin at 9 p.m., is it?
Yep, it's going to be scheduled for that time, as we see one of our sponsors, Benton's Haulage Limited, there along the shore side, and we got a good, healthy-sized crowd there getting ready to soak in the slalom action. That trailer is going to be our stage tonight. And that promises to be a remarkable feature for the slalomers as they get ready to take to the water this evening, of which we know for certain that all the women will, because there's only 7 women's competitors, and we originally slated for 8 to make it through, so all will make it through to the nighttime final among the women's competitors. The men's competitors, we on 11 skiers, we'll eliminate 3 to leave 8 for the nighttime final. And getting ready to bring our boat there. The record-setting Ski Nautique 200. Looking very resplendent there. And you know, so far as record-breaking feats in the world of sports, did you know that in this general area, the first sub 4-minute mile was actually achieved?
Is that right?
Yes, May the 6th, 1956. Sir Roger Bannister
That's right.
eclipsed the 4-minute mark in the set to sub 4-minute mile all the way back there. I know because I'm actually reading it from the here. I wasn't actually there myself when it happened.
Yeah.
So interesting that you bring that up. I was just talking about Roger Bannister with my sports psychologist. So Roger Bannister, obviously, everyone knows that name who follows these types of records. He broke the 4-minute mile. Do you know the name of the next person to beat Roger Bannister's time?
Not off the top of my head, but
No.
it's probably one of those pace setters.
And I forget his name too, and everyone does, but the interesting point is Roger Bannister's record only stood for a matter of months. Then the subsequent record stood for a matter of decades, and nobody knows that guy's name. But the point was that once Roger Bannister showed that it was possible, then someone was able to achieve that feat, quickly on his heels. And
A bit like Alexander Graham Bell and Elijah Gray, right?
Exactly.
Who invented the telephone.
Yes, well, we're taught Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah. But it's whoever got to first patent it that gets credited, right?
Indeed.
All right, then. So here we go. We've got Ali Garcia coming into the course. Opening pass. It's going to be 14.25 meters for her.
Yeah, and I liked what Ali said there in her interview. Yesterday she just had a very unfortunate, fall at 4-ball at 35 off. She was looking very good, and it's unforgiving out there. She was doing the right thing, just had a little mishap. This is about the most unforgiving sport that I can think of. You can be riding high and just for a moment, and then in the flash of an eye, you're in the water. You don't even always know what happened, and then your round's over, and you feel like you're in a bad dream. So hopefully this is going to be a sweet dream for Ali this round.
All right, then. So we'll continue on, and from what I hear, the doctor is in the house. Let's check in with her.
All right, I'm here with Violetta. Yesterday you ran 1 at 11. Pretty well for your first pro event. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very happy with that first round. A score in 11 is always good for me, so I was pretty happy.
Awesome. And are you going to change anything up for this round going into the night final?
I think, honestly, nothing. Just ski, enjoy it. It's really nice today, no wind. So try to get a couple more buoys if possible, but it's fine. I'll just have fun.
Awesome. That sounds like a good plan. Well, good luck, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I like hearing that, the just have fun vibe. That's I think that's going to bode well. That's kind of how you want to be leaving the dock.
Yes, indeed. And you fully subscribe to that deal when the running of your facility over in Bumpus, right?
I mean, I see it time and again when skiers are out there enjoying their activity, enjoying their skiing. That's when they're skiing their best, making progress and learning. When it becomes a chore, when it becomes laborious, that seems to be when everything starts to go sideways. And that really comes down to an attitude. You have to bring yourself to a place where you keep approaching it with joy and keep that front and center. Let's see if Ali Garcia can do that here. She had the letdown yesterday. She's trying to reclaim her joy out there today.
Looking good.
Looking very good here at 13 meters.
Yep, snapping that ski round, and there you see some ripples and some waves coming off the far bank, which has provided a little bit of an obstacle for some of our skiers up to this point. Now the water level is about 1 meter higher from where it typically is, and that's why each skier is afforded an additional few seconds of time to allow the water to settle down at each end.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you mentioned that, Tony. We're going to have a little longer drop times here. We're going to be leaning on these dockside interviews to keep everyone entertained as we move through each person's set. The benefit to the skier is that the water calms down a little bit. I would add from experience that the longer drop times in this water, you do feel a little bit of a chill when you're sitting in there, especially after the third pass or so. But it's certainly worth it. And when you get back up and come into the course, the focus and the adrenaline certainly take over. And I expect even at night when it will be chillier in the air, these skiers aren't going to be feeling it.
All right, then. So we see Ali Garcia, who's a fan of reading some of the classic book titles out there, you know, from authors such as J.R.R. Tolkien, from Lewis Carroll, C.S. Lewis, and Mark Hayden. And you know what all of them have in common?
What is that?
They all studied in Oxford.
Aha. Well, here she is, right at home. That's a fun fact about Ali that I did not know. And here she is coming into the 12. Let's not overstate it. You know, she has a score from yesterday, 3.5. She obviously wants to make the full pass here. Let's see what kind of start she can get. Off to a good start once again.
Number 2.
Yes, indeed.
Trying to make up for some lost time from yesterday, and
now that's what we're talking about.
Figured herself out there and getting that pass well under grasp.
Absolutely, you know, just brush away that round from yesterday. That kind of proves to her right there that it simply was a fluke. You know, you really aren't going to run that 12-meter pass any better than she just did. So she can put yesterday behind her. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I believe the consensus is that skiers like this return direction that she'll have for the 11-meter from the far end. We'll take another look at the 12 right here. You know, really good execution. She's on offense here from the start. She's not backing down, trying to play it safe, overthinking what happened yesterday or what could happen, just executing her game plan to its fullest extent. You know, right here yesterday, 4, it's where she got hung up. Look at that, full commitment, didn't have anything else in mind other than just skiing the way that she knows how. And this is great. Strong on the onside 5 ball. Plenty of time and space coming into 6. And on we go. Now, at 11, she only needs to get past 1 to improve in the seeding so far. A score of 3 would put her in a tie situation with Bea and Alice. And anything, I think Ali is with 4. So there's kind of a ladder to climb here. And of course, running the full pass would put her right there, potentially to challenge Manon or Jamie. So what kind of start can she get here? Can she get down this 11-meter pass?
All right, all the targets are set up there in the leaderboard. There's 1. A play on number 2, and we'll ski for the wakes.
So a full 2. So as of now, she's going to move up 1 spot. You know, this is what we saw yesterday. There was a little hesitation off of 1. It's not the type of thing that we would usually see restrict Ali to only 1 more buoy. You'd expect her to get cross course, make a big turn at 2, get back into things, but that's really just not the case right here. Any space that you lose, you cannot get back, and your approach to the next buoy is going to be narrower as a result. So let's see here. I thought the gate shot looked pretty good. Coming into 1, she's nice, but just that little stall, I wouldn't think anything of it. She has to go hard off the wakes, though. She's making a calculation visually where she is behind the boat. She sees she needs that extra power just to get there, stays on the gas out of the wakes, does get there, but you can see it was tight, and she knew if she tried to turn that 2, she was most likely to go down. So she does the smart thing in that moment, takes the full buoy. You know, maybe a little down course, a little slow, but surprising that it doesn't produce a turnable look at 2 ball. So she takes the 1 spot up as it stands right now. Of course, that's over Violetta, who has a chance of equaling that 2 or more. But still an improvement on yesterday. That's going to help the confidence as she approaches the night final. She's going to be in. She's gotten a look, you know, from both ends. She's gotten the start at 38 from that end. That's going to be informative as she takes on the final round. So good skiing to Ali. Hope that's a nice boost for her, and we'll see her again this evening.
And nice to see them all lined up in order, about to take to the water. Our Italian skiers there, Bea is not too far away from the end of the dock, and right behind her is Alice, but about to take to the water. Coming to us out of Argentina, it is Violetta Mosielski.
Yeah, I was sitting at the dinner table with Vio last night, and she said from her very first set as a water skier, as a child, being on skis behind the boat, Javier Julio has been her coach. So you can't argue with that caliber of coaching. It certainly brought her a long way, and I think she feels like she has a lot of runway ahead of her. It's pretty cool that she's gotten to train with, you know, really the legend of Argentinian water skiing. And let's see how she can translate that here. She comes in at 14 meters.
All right, here she is, 14.25 meters, gets a decent turn off number one. Doesn't need to overwork this pass in order to run it, just needs to just allow that ski to angle round, just keep it under your feet, and then get round all 6 buoys. And a nice confident start there from Violetta Maciolski coming to us out of Argentina. And we'll check in with the doctor.
Right here with Bea. Bea 3 at 11 yesterday. Really impressive score. I know the conditions are a little bit challenging. What is your goal this round? Sort of, I guess it doesn't matter too much. You're going to make the finals. But yeah, sort of what's your plan here?
I'll just try to get feeling better today. I mean, yesterday felt really good. I hope today it's going to be better and get ready for tonight.
Yes, to sort of feel it out. Have you done a night final before?
Many years ago, I think on Lena Cup in Geneva, and that's it. Yeah, the only one I did.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out there, and good luck this round.
Thank you.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, ciao there to Bea as we get ready to bring her out onto the water very, very soon, but not until we've seen Violetta go through her effort, her complete effort out there on the water, which is by no means complete yet because she's only gotten through pass number 1. We'll see what she's got on pass number 2.
Yeah, pretty cool to hear that Bea has a night final experience. I think that she's probably going to be one of few. We haven't had many night finals in a while, so hopefully that will play in her favor this evening. And here we go, 13 meters, 32 off. Vio looking good out here so far. Really has a dynamite 135 side for a right foot forward skier. And there you see it right there. Killer 5 ball early to 6. Another nice pass in the books for Vio.
All right, and not looking too bad at all for Violetta Maciolski. And just to let you know that the audience prize entries are now closed. Audience prize entries are now closed, and let's check in with Dr. Lauren.
All right, here with Allie. Allie, 2 at 11. You improved your score off yesterday. How did it feel out there?
It felt pretty good, actually. I'm not quite sure what happened at 11. Luckily, we have TWC, so I can go back and check it out and hopefully learn a little bit. I wanted to put up a bit bigger score for a backup tonight in finals, but now I just get to go out early, I guess.
Yeah, and you get to ski tonight, that's for sure. Have you done a night final?
I ran for a men's night slalom when I was like 12, so hopefully that experience kicks in.
That's awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out there. Get some rest, and we'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, then, excellent stuff and healthy perspective there from Ali Garcia.
Yeah, that's right. And another small dose of night final experience, so that can only help. And yeah, I think that's a healthy perspective. You know, that's right. She'll go back and watch the video, as she said. It has been a true gift to be able to review your skiing with all these camera angles. I mean, it's the type of thing you can't get in training. If somebody videos from the boat, you're not going to get to see all of these great camera angles and the slow-mo replay that really shows you, for better or for worse, what you did out there. And I think when Ali reviews the video, she's not going to be disappointed. Hopefully she can glean some insight. But let's switch over here to Vio. A little down course at the finish at 1, but a good finish. And she's still
there.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice 3 ball here. She's going to need a solid 4. A little slow. Can she get the big 5? Big 5 Vio.
Oh,
there
look
she
at
does.
that. Wonderful stuff on buoy number 5, and she just hangs on there. Never say die.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, it's great awareness. It's great self-awareness. She knows what her strengths are. That 4 ball has proved tricky for some of the skiers, so she didn't overdo it right there. It was a little bit of a safe 4 ball, but she knows she has the potential for a big 5 in her pocket, and she broke out the exact turn that she needed there at 5 ball. That's going to be fun to watch again. You can see a little bit of asymmetry here. The 1-3-5 side is definitely working a little better for her than the 2-4. Here she comes. 2 wasn't bad, but it's a little bit slower. She gets that little loose line right there. It's a strong 3 coming up right there, fully committed. Here's the 4 where I think she plays it just a little safe, doesn't want to lose anything, doesn't want to tip over. And then right here, big 5, gets hooked up deep, bit of a long pull to 6, but really no trouble, gets the hop out the exit gate. And she's going to have a chance here now to improve on her score. She's got a 1 in the books. Ali Garcia just overtook that with a 2. So if Vio can equal 2, she will get the higher seed based on backup score. So that may be her immediate target. As we've seen, she's got the big 1-3-5, so she knows if she gets a good gate, she can turn that 1 ball. And let's see what she does right here.
All right, and still relatively close to the Argentine national record. She gets round number 1 and just inside number 2, but it's around about the same spot and exactly the same way she went about it yesterday.
Yeah, hey, that's great skiing. I think that she's going to be happy with that. That's going to breed confidence going into tonight. Maybe she can make a little bit of refinement to get off of that 1. It could be that the 2 ball is critical for the final placements tonight, so she's going to want to be getting over there. But overall, very solid skiing this round. Let's see if we can see anything on this gate. I mean, she's strong coming through right there. She's committed, doesn't quite get the line. And again, that little hesitation, all of a sudden, you're just not where you think. You can see right there, she's surprised. She thought she was going to come across and be in a good position, especially the way she jumped on it. You know, off of 1, she felt that delay, but then she got on it strong. I think she believed with everything in her that right here when she powered down, she was going around 2, and then to not get there, right here she's thinking, geez, what happened? But that's what we're working with. She's going to review that and try to make some refinements going into tonight.
All right, then, continuing along, we got Bea. Beatricia Yanni getting ready to go out on the opening pass of 14.25 meters. Now, let me ask you a question, Corey. If you wanted to find out what the correct spelling of color would be, where would you go?
The Oxford Dictionary?
Yes, absolutely right. Yes, one of the fun facts that you've gleaned from your time here in Oxfordshire.
And do they put that stupid U in there?
I don't know how crazy that is, really.
So they do or they don't? I mean,
they do. They put the U in there.
Yeah, well, I guess we just simplified things in America. We just dropped that right out. We wanted to save some time. We were all about efficiency over there. We want to get to our dinners, and we want to get rid of that U in color. You got to keep things moving. You know, this European stuff where us Americans really have to adjust.
All right, then, here we go. We've got Beatricia Yanni coming to us originally from Rome, skiing out of Spolonga. Actually, 1 or 2 of our pros are present here, actually made the trip over to her home site, and they thoroughly enjoyed that experience.
Yes. I heard that Ali Nicholson made it down to Rome after the San Gervasio Pro-Am and did some hardcore tourist, like a day and a half, 2 days of checking out all the sites, the Colosseum, the Vatican, the whole deal. And with that, we're going to go see Dr. Lauren Morgan, PhD.
All right, here with Alice. Alice, you skied great yesterday. You looked really solid. I know it's some tough conditions out there. Can you tell us a little bit more about what it feels like and what you're hoping to gain from this set?
Well, actually, I rewatched the webcast, and I think it looks better than how I felt. Today's goal is to try to find a sweet spot between not being too relaxed, but kind of relaxed more than yesterday. So being stronger, but still kind of find the right spot for the technique. So.
Awesome. That sounds like a really good plan. What is your goal? What score are we looking for?
I have Bea in front of me, so I'm kind of gonna base myself. I mean, I'm gonna try to do the best I can and as many woods as I can in 11. But having to know Bea's score before me is gonna be good to know going into the finals.
Yep, that always helps. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out there now and later tonight in the night final.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I like what Alice said right there, finding that balance between being aggressive and being calm. I think that is what it's going to be all about out here for the men and the women. And based on that, too, having seen Bea complete that 14-meter pass. I think she has started out a little bit on the calm side of the spectrum. I would like to see her get a little bit more assertive here with this 13. And I think that actually was right there from the gate shot. The 28 off 14-meter gate shot I thought was maybe a little too passive. But being an opener, sometimes you come out, just want to take a nice, steady swing at things. Even here, I think I'd like to see her get on it a little bit more, look to generate more direction from the gate turn in, and that's going to help her get a more complete finish at the turn of each buoy. I think she needs to be getting a bit more cross-course angle.
Just be a little bit more aggressive, behind the boat, and just utilize a little bit more resistance against the towboat.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big name of the game here is making space. We've seen a lot of the skiers run out of space, even kind of be surprised when they get across course and see the picture they're looking at and having it be smaller, narrower, tighter than what they expected. So I think you've got to make that space from the outset and then really preserve it.
All right, then, as we continue right along, thanks to all of our great folks here for their sponsorship support, including Nautique and Midlands Nautique, and also we'll tell you a little bit about those folks, but make sure you click on the TWBC YouTube channel to subscribe and also to hit the bell icon so that whenever we have a live event, you will be instantly informed. And our towboat, which you're seeing out there, is the Nautique 200, a brand new Nautique 200, courtesy of Midlands Nautique. The Nautique Boat Company, a leader in the marine industry since 1925, is renowned for its superior craftsmanship, innovative designs, and exceptional performance. Their boats offer unmatched speed, agility, and luxury. Choosing Nautique means joining a passionate community dedicated to quality and innovation on the water. That is Nautique Boats and Midlands Nautique. Let's have a look and see what Bea can do.
All right, 35. I'm looking to see her generate a little bit more energy right from the start. That's looking better. There we go. There's some angle off of 1. Now she's set up a better line. There we go, a good 3. Let's see if she can get a full finish here at 4. That's better.
Keep going.
Yep, that's what we needed to see. I think we saw a little bit better cross-course direction at the finish of some of those turns. That's what she was needing, and I think that's what she's going to need to get deeper into this 38. I'd still say I'd like to see more of that direction come from the gate turn-in. She's going strong, but I think that the line that she's creating at the gate could be a little bit more lateral and cross-course to really get down this 38 pass.
All right, then. So if we're looking at Beatrice Yanni, this is 12 meters once again, and good extension around buoy number 1. And it's been a good few years since she had to switch her handle grips from being right hand up to being left hand up to right hand up, and that was out of necessity because she did sustain quite a heavy shoulder injury as in the European Championships held that year, and it's quite a feat to actually pull off, isn't it, to being able to switch handle grips?
Yes, I can speak from experience here. I've actually spent most of my life with the reverse grip. I switched in 2010, I believe it was, and that was a difficult process, trying to get used to the other hand grip. I'd be practicing, I'd let go at a 4-ball, and then all of a sudden I'd come back to the handle with 2 palms down, and you're pretty much in trouble when that happens. So it's not an easy transition to make. There are trade-offs to both ways. Let's see here what kind of start she gets at 11. That's looking pretty good. Can she translate that off of 1? That's a pretty good 1-ball right there.
Number 1. She's there on number 2.
Oh, a little slow at 2. It's going to be, oh no.
And just crouched a little bit too much round buoy number 2, but it is a score that certainly helps her along. 2 and 11.25 meters puts her against Violetta, and I think ties with Ali Garcia.
Yes, but Bea does have the superior backup score. She's got the 3 at 38, so a higher score in general. So she will retain her seeding over those 2. And now it's going to be a matter of how does Alice break this tie? Alice is going to have to get more than 2. Let's take a look right here. That's good power coming through the gate, and this was a pretty good 1-ball. I mean, everything hooked up right there. She's got good drive coming through center. She gets a nice edge change, but then a little narrow, and that's a little slow off at 2, but she gets going. This is another one of those where as I was watching, I thought, okay, she's going to go get the full 3. That's probably what she was thinking too. Not good enough to get 3, but then, man, when you come up short like that, I think it surprised me and surprised her. So, again, that's a good one. I've seen Bea run the pass with that type of 1. Now this 2, not what she wanted exactly. I thought she was going to get the full 3 and just not quite there. So we're going to take a pause at this moment and go see Lauren on the dock.
All right, Violetta, you got your score at 38, so are we happy with that?
I'm happy. It's a good score. I just couldn't quite figure out that gate and start. So that's why I kind of wanted a little more, but it's okay. I'm still happy. So.
Yeah, well, great job. Conditions-wise, did anything feel different from the first round to today?
Definitely way less wind this round, which maybe made you look at the rollers a little more, but to be fair, it wasn't too bad. So it's pretty good out there.
Awesome. Well, good job, and we'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so we've got about to take to water Alicia Bagnoli, who's a Milanese, coming to us out of Milan in Italy.
Yep, and as she said, she was watching Bea's score, so she knows what she has to beat to secure a slightly higher seeding. That score is 2 at 38. If she were to get 2, that's a perfect tie with Bea, and I suppose they would go back to the rankings coming into the event. But she's going to want to break that tie. She's going to want 3 or more. As she said, she just wants to ski her best. I'm sure she'd love to get further down that 38 pass, and the way she's looking right there, I'd say she has a good chance of doing it. That's a very solid opener.
All right, then. Let's check in with the doctor once more.
All right, Bea, another solid round, 2 at 11. How did you feel out there?
Actually, pretty good. I had a nice start. I don't know. I was so worried about my gate. I thought I missed it. So probably that's why I just stopped on 2 ball. So it was too late and I didn't push as I should.
All right, well, tonight maybe you can get a little bit deeper in the night final.
I hope so. I can't wait to ski tonight.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the challenges that the skiers have to be equal to at night.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one thing that anyone who's skied around dusk has experienced is everything starts to feel fast. And if you ask the skiers who have, taken part in the competition yesterday, the experience of coming to this colder water is already that things seem to feel a little bit faster. The approach into the buoy seems a little bit narrower. So when you also incorporate the potentially reduced visibility, you're going to see some exciting outcomes here. I think the one thing that is going to be different, the skiers have mentioned spotting, some moving water. Now that actually may be reduced. You may not see any water moving because it's going to be a little bit more matted and black. Let's flip it over here. Watch Alicia come in, 13 meters. Just like yesterday, I really admire her style. It's very assertive. She's creating good angle off of each buoy. That's looking really solid, nice and easy there all the way through 6 buoys.
Don't see too much problem of a problem there with that one.
And, we're going to go see the doctor.
Yes, indeed.
All right, here with Allie. Allie, I see you jumping around on the dock. I know it's a little bit more chilly than the other stops and, of course, where we train over in Florida. How do you typically get ready for ski in the colder water?
Today I'm just kind of trying to get the body warmed up a little bit more than I guess normal. I'm about to take the jacket off and kind of acclimate a little bit more. But, it's definitely different. But, I'm excited. I think it is a little bit warmer than yesterday. I was quite cold standing on the dock yesterday, if I'm being honest. So, I think it's good. I think everybody's saying it feels pretty good out there. So hopefully we can put up a bigger score today.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to see you out there. What is the goal score-wise?
I would say the first goal would be to get through the 38, the 11-meter pass, and then see what we can do there to challenge the lead.
Awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think Allie's right. I remember at this point in the competition yesterday, I felt colder here in the booth, and I think we didn't have quite as much sun peeking in through the clouds. So hopefully that's to everyone's advantage, and hopefully it stays that way through the remainder of the competition. And let's see, where are we? We're coming in at 12 meters now for Alice. This is a must-run pass. I'd say her first 2 runs have gotten her well-positioned to go out there with confidence on this pass. Let's see what kind of gate she can get. We've been saying how critical the gate is. That's one more element that can be challenging at night, just the visibility to be able to commit on the gate. And Alice looking strong there off of that 3 ball. Yes, that's a good 4.
Good power off number 4.
And we can
number
really,
5.
yes, we can count on that 5 ball being strong from Alice. That's a great pass right there.
Oh,
now,
absolutely.
When
yeah.
she runs that, I mean, it makes me believe that she can go out there and run 38. We'll see. We've seen a couple of, I'd say, kind of surprised faces. Almost everyone this round. Ali, Vio, Bea. They've gotten some decent gates and looks at 1, and then all of a sudden they're just not getting to 2 with the space that they expect. Let's see if Alice can be the turning point and change that pattern. Right here, I really like the power and drive through the gate. She kind of hit a roller right there coming into 1. I saw it in real time, but it didn't stop her at all. Great balance there through 2. I love her 1-3-5 turn. Really balanced and strong. I was just kind of hoping that this 4 didn't play any tricks, and it didn't. And I didn't want to say it as it was happening, but I kind of knew this 5 was going to be super nice. Yeah, that's an easy 35. That's the best we've seen so far.
Nicely done. Pretty good skiing there from Alicia Bagnoli, who's building in experience with every single successive season and tournament thereof. So Alicia needing 2 at least to get a higher seeding because of her higher ranking coming into this competition, and anything more than that would definitely increase her chances.
Ooh,
there
big
we go.
one.
There's 1. There's number 2.
Stay on it. There we go.
Keep
Stay on
going.
it strong.
Keep going, Alice. Oh, drops in hard off number 4.
Okay, hold it.
There you
All
go.
right. That she steps it up right there.
All right, that gives the highest seeding out of all of our female skiers at this point.
Yeah, and she kind of broke that 2-ball curse. She got off a 2 really nicely there. I like the way she went for it at 3. She went for that big 1-3-5 turn that she has in her back pocket. Maybe so much so that the rope wasn't quite there to support her. She didn't get her full drive, lost the hips a touch off of that 3-ball, but was able to stay strong enough to keep the ski going and to get 4. That was very heads-up play right there by Alice. Great gate shot. Big number 1. I was a little worried that she got so much so soon, but she held all of it, and that is what gave her the space at 2. Beautiful 2-ball right there. It looks like she's running it. She tries to take the 3-ball to run it, and it's just a little bit big. She gets pulled up, makes the smart move at 4, comes up, hangs on to it, back to the wakes. That's a full 4. And so now that's equal to Ali's score from earlier, so that's a little something in Ali's mind. She knows that she's going to have to get at least 3, as Bea did yesterday, to maintain her seeding. We heard from her she wants more than that, of course. But some really nice skiing there from Bea. She's obviously going to go back and review this. I think she's going to like what she sees as she does that. Right coming into that 3. She's, yeah.
Getting a little twisted there.
We've seen Alice posting on Instagram some workout videos, and right there is why. You get that big slack hit, and you've got to be able to stand there and hold everything that you've got, and that's the difference of a whole extra buoy.
Okay, so her score of 4 at 11.25 meters vaults her up into 3rd place right now.
Are we good on timer?
And
Yeah, okay.
it ties currently with the skier that's about to take to the water next.
Yeah, well, this is what Alice wanted to do. She wanted to get that higher seeding over Bea, and now she's actually applied a little bit of pressure to Ali. Ali knows she can't drop below 3 at 38, or she will lose her seeding value. But like we said, Ali's really looking to run through the 38. Ali's got her mind on what Manon and Jamie have done. So that's the way you want to be approaching it. You want to be thinking of your highest potential, not the lowest common denominator, or what you want to get at a minimum. You want to think what you want to be getting at a maximum. And a nice opener. I believe what we should mention, Ali opened at 13 meters right there.
Yeah.
So already she's a little bit closer to those challenge passes.
All right, then, let's check in with the doctor once again.
All right, Alice, great skiing once again, round 2. How'd you feel? Were you able to achieve sort of relaxing a little bit more? Yeah.
So first and second pass, not so much, but I was thinking about it in my head. And then 12, I had to go for it a bit more. So from there, it felt really good. At 11, I actually had a good shot. 1 was a bit heavy, but after 2, I thought I was going to go for it. And then after 3, I realized I was a bit late, but it felt really good today.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you looked great. And what are you thinking about for the night final?
I don't know. I've never skied at night. I think us girls, at least the first few ones, they're just gonna ski with some light. We'll see. Everyone's keep telling me everything's gonna feel fast, but I'm gonna be able to tell you at the first pass.
Yeah, well, from my experience jumping in the dark, it does feel fast, but I think you can handle it. You looked great out there, and we'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Well, thank you there, Lauren, and indeed Alice for their comments and reportage on the starting dock. We see there Manon Costar getting ready and getting limbered up for her run out there on the water. But before her is the set of Ali Nicholson.
Yes, and we're already on 12 meters, so she's got passes coming from different ends than we've seen right here. She's taking 35 off from the far end. And she's in this fine so far. Yep, one more turn to go. She gets it, and 35 is in the bag.
Nice.
Yeah, that was looking pretty solid there for Ali. And once more, we are going to go to the dock doctor.
Yes.
All right, here with Manon. Manon, you were one of the 2 females to get through the 38 off pass, 11 meters. Awesome skiing. What is your plan with this round, being sort of another chance to fill out the lake?
I'm going to try and go with the same attitude as I did in the first round, try and repeat and see if it works also, and then carry that on to, I know that getting into 10 I wasn't in the same mindset. I went a little harder for no reason, so I'll try and carry it away and hopefully do the same thing, if not better.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you tonight. I know you have probably slalomed at night before. What does that usually feel like?
It feels pretty fast. It's pretty strange. You have a different sort of adrenaline too. Looking forward to it. I think the last time I did it was in 19 for nationals. We had a final at night. It was really fun, so I'm excited for it. But it will also be a bit of unknown, so a bit of extra stress, really.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited too, and good luck for this round, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
You know, okay, let's keep all eyes on Ali here before we talk about anything else. This is 11 meters. This more or less is the money pass. She needs 3 or more to maintain her seeding. She currently has a 4. 3 would tie her with Alice, and she would stay on top based on rankings coming in, but she wants to go all the way. Strong gate, big number
There's
1. Can she get it again at 2? She does get a good 2.
There on number 3.
Yes, she's still going.
Go for number 4.
Yes, good 4.
Look at this. Good approach into number 5. Does she make it round number 6? Oh, you betcha.
There we go. That's what she was looking for. She wanted to run that pass, and she did it well.
Sense of redemption absolutely flowing and coursing through the veins of Ali Nicholson at this point.
Yes, and if what I'm been saying is true, she'll get a look at 10.75, 39 off from the far end, which at least yesterday was preferable. Now, there was a little bit of a head-tail yesterday. This direction that we're seeing right now for her 38 had some tailwind, so perhaps that was the factor yesterday. We had a little wind to factor in. Right here, gets a nice 2. That really kind of solidifies some of the rhythm, and she stays on it strong right here. Lefty onside 3, nice and solid, good drive through center. She gets a great 4. As soon as she hooks up that well off of 4, I'm feeling pretty good about things. Again, I'm not going to say it in real time, but I'm pretty confident in Ali's ability to stroke that 5-ball turn. And, she's in pretty easy shape there at number 6.
Oh, nicely done there. And getting ready for 10.75 meters within the next few seconds. There is your current leaderboard, taking into account the scores from round number 1 as well. And they're showing us that Jamie Bull is currently in the lead with 2.5 at 10.75 meters. Now, that would be a pretty sizable target for Ali Nicholson to overhaul, but if anyone can, she can.
And Manon has a 1.5 on the board from yesterday, so that's an immediate target. A full 2 would bring Ali up in position over Manon. Let's see if she can get off the 1 ball. She does. Strong and fast to 2. She turns 2. Now look at this.
Keeping it going.
She goes for the big 3. I mean, she really had something going off a 2 right there. I think she's happy. I believe that's a smile.
Yeah.
She knows she wanted more because she had that good 2. I mean, as soon as she hooked up there, she's thinking, let's take this pass down. Maybe a similar mentality to Alice. Went really big at 3 and didn't quite connect right there. But, all of a sudden, that vaults her up. What did you say? Did Jamie have 2.5?
Yeah, Jamie had 2.5.
So now that's a tie for the lead.
Yes, indeed. And it comes down to the backup score now.
Yes, well, we haven't seen Jamie's yet, but that's...
Or even Manon's.
That's correct. But look, this is some great skiing from Ali. She goes for all of it at 3, not quite able to hang on to it. But if anything, that should breed some confidence that that pass is within her grasp. With another chance this evening, she's right up there at the top of the list.
All right, and we've just seen some messages come through from Zane Nicholson, just getting fully behind this effort here from his sister, Ali Nicholson, and just try to bite off a little bit more than she could chew off round buoy number 5.
Yeah, well, what stands out to me there was she hooked up nicely off of that 1 ball, but then compared to the rest of the field, what we saw so far was really superior acceleration cross course. Once she got that line, she was able to get aligned behind the handle and generate enough cross course speed that she made some space for herself there at 2, and that's what all of a sudden opened the door for the rest of the pass to be within reach. So she's kind of showing us something right there, that acceleration that you need from the hookup through the wakes. That's a pivotal skill.
All right, and let's have a look at our skier who comes to us originally from Aix-en-Provence. Divides her time between that city and that of Lacanau on the west coast, and also Roquebrune-Serrageon on the south coast. This is Manon Costar, the former world women's slalom champion. She won that title in Malaysia way back in 2019.
Yeah, and we're seeing Manon go out here at 13 meters. I believe yesterday she went out at 14 meters 28 off, so she's made a little change in the strategy. She knows she's going to have a good seating value no matter what. Oh, we have a correction. That was 14 meters. Just a little mistake on the graphic right there. So taking the same approach as yesterday, and with that, we're going to go to the doctor of the dock.
All right, here with Jamie. Jamie, you have the top score going into this round. What is your game plan here? I know you're gonna be skiing in the night final. Are you just gonna kind of feel it out, do a few passes, or a full set?
Yeah, I think I'm going to ski a full set, just try and feel the lake out a little bit more. I've never skied at night, so trying to get used to this lake as much as possible before I have to go and throw darkness into the set as well. So,
awesome. Is there anything you're going to do to sort of prep for that?
I don't know, maybe I should close my eyes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You could wear some glasses or something. All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we heard there from Jamie. With all of her experience, one thing she has not yet done is a night slalom. So this will be a first for Jamie. She's sitting in a great position here. She's been railing through these Pro Tour stops across Europe and is the #1 ranked skier on the Waterski Pro Tour, but getting ready for her first night slalom. Maybe going to blink a lot out there, make a strobe effect to try to simulate the darkness that we're going to experience. But our first order of business here, we've got Manon getting ready to come back at 13 meters.
All right, here she comes. Very purposeful and aggressive. A gate pull out, trying to maintain her glide into the turn for the gates into #1. Good to go for #2. Nice effort here. Round #4. Just trying to stay ahead of the course, and provided she does that, she's able to counter the effects of the odd roller or two that could impede her progress.
Yeah, I mean, right there we're seeing a really nice path through the course, a good line. You know, she had a really solid gate that set up a lot of space at 1, and that gives her more room to get that full finish and that cross-course direction, which then allows her to really get acceleration through center. The less your ski finishes the turn, the less angle and direction you have at the finish of the turn, the less acceleration you're going to get because you're not opposing the boat quite as much. So right there, we see that good line through the pass. Manon keeps that swing going all the way through the end. That's what she's looking to do out here, you know, getting it done from both ends of the lake. Now she's ready to take on these more challenging passes from each end of the lake.
All right, that was Manon in the water, and there was Jamie on the dock getting ready to go into the course in a few minutes, I would say. And this competition, the official tow line is S-Lines. S-Lines tow lines are crafted to elevate your water skiing adventures with unparalleled precision and durability, engineered with high-quality materials and meticulous attention to detail. These tow lines offer exceptional strength and control, making them a trusted choice worldwide among water sports enthusiasts. That is S-Lines.
Yes, indeed. S-Lines is my primary training rope at home. I love it, and happy to be having it here at the Oxfordshire Pro Am. And here we go, 12 meters, 35 off. She obviously needs this one. Hopefully it's going to still feel a bit like a warm-up to her. Nice one ball right there. Looking good off of 2. I mean, you can see here as we show in real time that superior cross-course speed, and that's why she has more space there at the buoy.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And that minimizes the risk of those rollers doing something to you. It minimizes the risk of losing space. If you can start off with space, it's easier to maintain.
All right then, so as we continue on, let's send it on over to the doctor once again.
All right, Allie, you improved your score quite a bit from yesterday. I saw you when you came off. You said that it felt a lot better. Was that you? Was it the conditions? Was it both?
Yeah, I don't know. I felt a little bit more settled, a little calmer out there. I thought it felt better overall than yesterday. Maybe like a little less rough, so that's a good confidence builder going in to tonight. I have skied at night, but it's been a very long time, so it's definitely going to be interesting. It is definitely reassuring that it feels a little bit better. I felt nicer today, so I'm feeling good to go into the finals. I told you when I left the dock I wanted to get through the 38 off pass. I did that. I tied the lead for now, so we'll see. Yeah, it's a good place to be for tonight.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you out there tonight and go get some rest. I know you were going to go take a nap, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be skiing. I normally am trying to go to bed, so I think a nap might be in the plans for today.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you later.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to share that nap strategy with Allie. I've been trying to push my bedtime later than normal. I've been trying to watch a little bit of television or something at night to keep me going, just so that I'm not fading at 9 o'clock. And I'm going to enjoy my afternoon coffee today. So let's see, Manon here, 38. This is really a must run for her as well if she wants to maintain her seed. Allie went out.
Oh, wow, that is going to drop her seeding down below that of a few of our competitors.
Just under Allie Nicholson. She still has her 1.5 at 39 from yesterday. So she will. Well, let me get a confirmation on that. What did Allie do? Yes, no, Allie's going to have the superior backup score from yesterday. So yeah, I mean, look, the way Manon's got to see this is let's get a silly mistake like that out of the way before tonight. You know, what are the chances that that's going to happen again? Not very good. She just gets in deep, kind of comes off over the edge of her ski right there, and that's the type of thing that it happens maybe once in 100 sets or something, and you can't really overthink it. I don't know that she did anything particularly uncharacteristic. Just it's unforgiving out there. She got a little out of balance and it ended real quickly. But look, that's done now. She won't do that again tonight. She will go down one seeding value. She'll be the third seed rather than the second seed, as Allie has moved up now. And I don't think that's going to be, other than not being able to see the score that Allie produces, it's not going to be consequential. But really, in the night final, she's going to be gunning for the win and just kind of going all out. So unfortunate, but in the end, not overly consequential to the final results.
All right, as we look over towards the dock and see the Nautique towboat about to bring in Jamie Ball in for the run, let me tell you about SurePath. SurePath is revolutionizing water skiing with its cutting-edge navigation and path tracking technology, offering unparalleled accuracy and control for advanced GPS and real-time data analytics. That is SurePath.
Yeah, I mean, SurePath has been a great gift, as we elevate this tour, to know that everyone is getting a fair pull and really have data to back that up. Also, if you're a tournament driver or an aspiring driver, you wanted to give your fellow ski buddies a great pull, SurePath does give you that data. I would like to see maybe a little bit more education and instruction come out so people can understand how to interpret that data on its own. If you don't know how to read it, maybe doesn't tell you a whole story, but if you do know how to read it, it really can refine your driving and help you take it to the next level. And I've seen that happen many times. We used it at ski school, and it certainly has helped all of us.
Yeah, it's helped my driving out quite considerably as well whenever we got that running over at Bennett.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you put it in your car and make sure you stay in between the mustard and the mayonnaise.
Well, I'm an okay driver in that respect.
I believe you. I've never skied with you though, Tony. Yeah, we'll have to make that happen someday.
Maybe.
I'll have to venture down there to Bennett's one of these days. So right there, we just saw Jamie. We kind of talked through her 13-meter pass. She's the second skier to go off the dock at 32 off 13 meters. Allie Nicholson had the same approach. It's her typical starting line length, so I mean she's not making any changes. But there are only two that have taken the course from this sequence. So she'll be coming back from that far end at 12 meters next. Looked like a pretty darn easy 32 off pass. Jamie right here, she's, like she said, she wants to feel it out for tonight, just get more familiar with the site. This is a, low pressure practice situation for her. She knows that she's going to have to do work at 10.75 tonight. Allie went out there and put up a great score, I guess equal to her current score. Yeah, I should say that. She does have to perform this round to maintain her seeding value. She could drop to second seed if she doesn't beat Allie's backup score from yesterday, which was not all the way through 38, actually. It was like a 3.5 or something like that.
I think 2.5, actually.
Okay.
We'll double check on that.
So there is something on the line here for Jamie. She can't take it too easy and fall asleep out there if she wants to be the top seed tonight and see exactly what she has to beat. And I think more than that, she just wants to feel things out, know that she's dialed in, trusting her ski, and not looking like much of an issue there at 12 meters, 35 off.
I like the way she loads the boat. I mean, as soon as that ski comes round, she's already thinking of just increasing her resistance behind the boat and just allowing for the ski, allowing her to edge change early and allow for it to track out nice and wide and to stay over her feet, and foot placement critical. And with that in mind, let's check in with the doctor.
All right, Manon, not as good as first round, but that's okay. You're still going to be third seed tonight in a really good position going to the final.
Yeah, honestly, the seeding in the final to me is, it would have been nice to do better, but it's not a big deal. We're starting from scratch tonight, so I guess I don't know. I don't know what that was. That was, I think, me not being 100% in it, which, I'll fix it for tonight.
Yeah, it goes fast, doesn't it? Well, tonight you'll be ready, and I know you've skied at night before, and you're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to seeing you. So good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's right there. It was kind of a, what the heck sort of moment, but like we said, going to get that out of the way. Here we've got a graphic on the screen explaining the 0 off letters. A, B, and C are the options that kind of explain how soon the boat starts applying pressure. You mentioned Jamie, she gets a really good drive into the center line. What she does very well is she doesn't look to apply that power too soon. She really allows herself to get into good alignment and then apply the power. And right here, she's going to need 3 or more to make sure she retains top seed. Here she is at the 3 ball. She is going to be the top seed, and now she is skiing for more practice, more familiarity. That's a really strong 38. I don't remember hers from yesterday offhand, but I want to say that's probably the most commanding that we've seen.
Yeah, she's definitely on point with that run, and I tell you what, I mean, she is on fire right now. She's won a good portion of the tournaments in Europe. On the Waterski Pro Tour last weekend, she was on the top step of the ladder at the San Gervasio women's slalom. She's put herself up towards the top rung, and I think has pretty much podiumed pretty much every tournament that we've seen her appear this season, at least in the European section of the Waterski Pro Tour.
Yeah, I mean, the graphic was up a few minutes ago with the Pro Tour points. I don't know the exact numbers, but I did get the impression, I could tell that she has a pretty commanding lead on that Pro Tour points at the moment. So she'll be looking to maintain that, increase that. There it is right there.
There it is right there.
Jamie with 253, and then Allie behind her with 186. And in third position, Elizabeth Montavon with 106. So Jamie way out in front at the moment. Elizabeth not here at this competition, so she can't close that gap any for now. Allie is the next challenger there who could try. And then here we've got our brand leaderboard. We saw Syndicate at the top.
No surprise that Syndicate are leading the brand leaderboard right now with the likes of Will Asher and Ali Nicholson and indeed Jamie Ball on their roster going forwards. Here we go, 10.75 meters for Jamie Ball. Good to go around the first couple of buoys. She's back on track.
Ooh.
She's on the back foot here. She's good to go round number 4. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, my word. She was that close.
That was strong, gutsy skiing. You know, she had one of those one balls that had a bit of hesitation. It made me a little bit nervous, but she dug in and loaded up, like you said, Tony, originally. And made some space for herself there, too, and then she had to stay on that fight. You know, that was not, we've seen Jamie run this pass smoothly, easily. And that 5 buoys right there, that was grit.
I'm not too sure what the course record is for women's slalom, but I'd say that's pretty darn close to it.
That could be it. Let's have another look here. You know, this one, she had a little loose rope, but she powered down, got some swing going to 2. That little loose rope there, which skiers have had a hard time making back, but she really hits the throttle. That 3 wasn't great either. She's really getting the work done behind the boat. I mean, right there, look at this smart skiing. Doesn't overdo it off of 4. She kind of knows right there she's probably not going to 6, but is able to get herself over there and out of 5. So that vaults her well into the lead, and she will be our top seed this evening for the night finals.
All right, as we continue to look at Jamie Ball with the instant replay on the on this run again, down course off number 2. But I mean, I tell you what, she's got power in reserve. Oh, just almost falling completely out the back there on that effort there around number 3. But she's still trying. She's still trying to get as far as down course as she can. And 5 buoys there are certainly representative of that effort. So, with that in mind, let's check in with the doctor once again.
Hey, Jamie, 5 at 39. Awesome skiing out there. How did it feel?
That was a lot of work. My first 2 passes felt pretty good, but definitely a bit of a fight at 39. Start was pretty bad, and it's definitely rolly out there coming into 4 when you can see like all of this incoming roller coming straight at you. It's a little bit nerve-wracking trying to move through it, but yeah, I'm happy and looking forward to the night and see what happens.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you. Go get some rest, and we'll see you later tonight.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
All right, as we continue right along with the 2024 Oxfordshire Pro-Am, the inaugural edition of, and there you see Jamie Ball still in the lead, and only this time it's going to be 5 at 10.75 meters. Ali Nicholson currently in second spot with 2.5 at 10.75 meters. Manon Costar in third spot with 1.5 at 10.75. Alicia Pagnoli with 4. Patrizia Yanni on 3. Ali Garcia improves her seeding with a score of 2 at 11.25 meters. And Violetta Mosiolski from Argentina with 1 at 10.25 meters. 11.25 meters, I beg your pardon. So, That's the leaderboard after the second round. All 7 of those skiers will be part of the nighttime final. And for a special presentation and a special event, we go over to our doctor, who is being joined by Gavin Kelly, I believe.
All right, I'm here with a couple people from the British Waterski Friends of Tournament Committee for this fundraiser. I'm going to hand it over to Gavin. He's going to talk a little bit about this fundraiser.
Thanks very much, Lauren. Friends of Tournament is a fundraising subcommittee of British Waterski that we founded 7.5 years ago. And the main element of it is raising money through a monthly lottery. And very generous people buy lottery tickets every month, and then we have a draw, which this draw is the 90th draw that we've done. We have 5 prizes of around £1,500 in total. We've got Dush, my colleague in Friends of Tournament, who is going to read out the winners' names, and Will has kindly agreed to draw the balls out of the bag. So Dush wants to say a couple of things about our sponsors, because we do have very generous sponsors who help us do the activities that we do as well.
Thanks, Gavin. Yes, we have 2 main sponsors away from the lottery that we're running. The first one is Midlands Nautique Boats. That's Jason Bates. We're very grateful to him for his support in providing boats for grassroots competitions, for development days, and obviously the tournament today. On top of that, we've got a recent new sponsor, which is Eddie Stobart, which is a well-known international haulier and logistics company, and they're providing sponsorship support as well. And we will hopefully be finding more sponsors. So if anybody's out there listening, we're very, very happy to talk to you about our initiatives. I'm going to pass back to Gavin for the draw.
So before I do the draw, I'd just like to say that since we started, we've raised almost £400,000. And then we had a colleague who was an official who sadly died a few years ago, and she left us a significant legacy that we're treating as a legacy fund and spending a little bit of it every year. And that was Jill Howard, and she left us a very generous £230,000. So in total, since we started, we've acquired 610,000 or thereabouts, which is remarkable, and it's all down to the generosity of a lot of very, very kind people. So the first prize this month is £498.33, and Will pull out the first number, which won't be Dush's because he pulled it out as a trial, and it's gone back to the bottom of the bag. But let's see what number 1 is.
170.
170. And the winner is
Viv Brown.
So which club does Viv come from? Cirencester. Viv, thank you and congratulations. Second prize is £398.67. 15 is the number.
Paul Knott.
Paul Knott. I can't remember which club Paul is from. Lid. Third prize is £299.
26.
Nick McGarry.
There you go, Nick.
Nick McGarry, who personally and a lot of his club members support us enormously, and he happens to be standing behind the cameraman here with a big smile on his face.
I got my fiver.
The fourth prize is £199.33.
192.
192.
The Oxford Breakfast Club.
That's a group of the members here. I think it's Ria Bristol, and I'm not sure who the others are. So congratulations to the Oxford Breakfast Club. And lastly, the fifth prize, £99.67.
55.
Number 55.
Nikki Kane.
Nikki Kane. She'll be really thrilled because she always tells us that her ball is never in the bag. And this is her first time of winning a prize, I think. So there we go. Thanks ever so much, Will, for helping us out here. And thank you to everybody listening. If you want to join the 200 Club, you can find the details on our British Waterski website. And hopefully some of you will choose to join us on this journey we're on. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Congratulations to all the winners concerned, as the initiative of the Friends of Tournament Waterski in the United Kingdom continue to raise much-needed funds to fund programs such as training days, and also be able to afford a travel for our various teams from the junior level all the way up to elite open level as well. So congratulations to all concerned, and a great initiative there from the Friends of Tournament Waterskiing. All right, then. So as we continue to roll along, let me tell you about one of our other sponsors. If you're looking for great savings on quality used vans and cars in the Cheltenham area, then you have reached the right place when you arrive at Van Diesel. Van Diesel are a specialist used van and car dealer and are proud to offer a first-class customer service and competitive pricing. Check out Van Diesel if you're looking for used vans and cars in the Cheltenham area. And with that, let's check in with the doctor once more.
All right, I'm here with Arno, our first skier in the men's slalom event. Arno, how did it go yesterday, and how are you looking to improve for today?
It felt okay, but definitely looking for a few more buoys today.
Awesome, and we know you're doing a lot of things behind the scenes with TWBC. We appreciate that, and appreciate you running around, doing all this video work, and then going out to ski. How does it feel to be able to kind of do both?
It's tough, but it's fun. Like, you get to do a lot of things that not a lot of people are able to do, and you're doing something for the water ski world, and everything is it makes it a little bit more fun than just hanging out at the lake and waiting on your ski set.
Awesome. Well, good luck out there, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, and during the course of that interview there, Arno is pleased to display his gloves, courtesy of Ski Pro Gear. Check out skiprogear.com for those gloves. And let's check in on the men's running order. Arno de Rick, our lead-off skier in this round number 2, followed by Charlie Emmett, and we continue on with Adam Settlemeyer, Rob Hazelwood, Thomas de Gasperi, Jonathan Travers, Will Asher, Corey Vaughan, Joel Poland, Aaron Davies, and Sasha Deskin. So we've got 11 skiers. 11 skiers there. Only 8 will advance through to the night time. There's Steve Glanfield, one of our event organizers here at the Oxford Wakeboard and Water Ski Club. And great to have him on board in organising this event. As we continue to roll right along, let me tell you about Radar Skis. Radar Skis, a leader in water skiing equipment, combines cutting-edge technology and meticulous craftsmanship to deliver unmatched performance and precision on the water. Catering to all skill levels, their range includes high-performance slalom skis, versatile trick skis, and comfortable bindings. All right, so in the towboat, Nathan McGarry, his third consecutive Waterski Pro Tour stop, where he has been one of our top drivers. He drove over at the Carmel Marrakesh Pro not too long ago. He followed that up with a journey to the San Gervasio Pro-Am, which was last weekend. And he's right here on English soil, pulling our pro skiers with the first one on the water right now. 13-meter start, Arno de Rick. Rolls the ski over. Nicely done round buoy number 1, Arno de Rick. Whoa, getting into all kinds of trouble and just couldn't hold on to the load that he generated off number 4. 7-8. Oh my word. Getting into all kinds of trouble off number 2, and at that point, Arno de Rick pretty much gave up the ghost and was inside buoy number 3. So 2 on the opening pass there, and that's not going to excite Arno de Rick too much. As we have a look at this, on the instant replay. Rolls the ski over okay. Gets the good edge change, a good calm start. And then he comes in. Then the handle coming up a little bit too high up on his body. And then he kind of gave up the ghost a little bit from that point onwards. So Arne de Rick, who's been suffering a little bit with ski setup and also his right knee. As you can see, it's well taped up and has protection on it. But not getting to grips with this performance at this time, and Arne de Rick eliminates himself from future contention with that performance. I'm Tony Leifert, glad to have the pleasure of your company. And we've got the men's pro competition. We have 11 skiers in total and 8 advance through to the next round. And we see there Adam Saddlemeyer looking set to be interviewed. And let's check in with the doctor once more.
All right, Sledge, maybe didn't ski as good as you wanted to the first round. What are you going to change going into today?
Just, not let the visual kind of phase me and just kind of deliver on my keys and try to get through more passes. It's trying to keep it really basic over here.
Yes, so, I mean, sometimes that's what it takes, going back to the basics. Well, are you familiar with night slalom? If you make it, how was any experience with that?
Yeah, I am. I actually, my first ever podium was in 2010 up in Grand Rapids. It was a night slalom. Nate got second, Will won, and it was my and Nate's first podium as well. So that's my last experience. Don't really remember much, but hey, it worked then and must work now as well.
Yeah, I remember that. Nice. All right, well, we are looking forward to see you ski. I hope it goes better, and I hope to see you tonight.
Sweet. Thanks, Butch.
Thanks.
All right, then. Excellent stuff there from Adam Saddlemeyer, and alluding to an event that took place in Grand Rapids in Michigan several seasons ago, which ended up being the first pro win by a certain competitor by the name of Nate Smith. And also glad to see that whilst Adam Saddlemeyer's nickname is the Sledgehammer, he actually wore his warm-up outfit. He actually had 2 hammers on the back there, alluding to my favorite football team, which is the Hammers of West Ham United from the Premier League. Here we go. We've got Charlie Emmett looking to try and make up for some lost time here. 30-meter start, trying to keep his chest up here. Slaloming with a very, very similar style to that of Chris Parrish. Very, very stiff with the knees going into his 1-3-5 side, and just allowing for that ski to kick round at the last second and go through the exit gate. So that is Charlie Emmett. There at the helm is Nathan McGarry, David Stevenson in the passenger seat. Looking there at Adam Saddlemeyer. Just washing his hands, and you see that a lot from a few of our competitors, using the soap and not so much to get their foot in the bindings, because most of them go with hard shell bindings that don't need it, but just getting the excess oil off the hands and just feeling a little bit better about themselves before they get out onto the water. There we see Vincent Stadelbauer and the crew in that military-grade tent, which we're so pleased to have, courtesy of the Joint Helicopter Support Unit and the Joint Helicopter Support Squadron of the RAF, based out of RAF Benson, which is less than 5 miles away from this this facility right here. As a matter of fact, this Waterski club actually has members of it that are members of the Royal Air Force that come out here and train out on the slalom course and wakeboard as well. So we have a strong presence from the Royal Air Force out at RAF Benson, the home of the RAF frontline helicopter squadrons. Here we go. This is Charlie Emmett. Seems to be a little bit more comfortable now, 2/3 of the way into the run. There's 5, there's 6, and he gets it to go. That is Charlie Emmett. And while Charlie Emmett settles down and gets ready for his next pass, just enough time for me to tell you about the Sheldon's Family Bakery that has been baking tasty bread for your family since 1949 with 3 generations of experience and using original recipes. Sheldon's Family Bakery has grown into one of the best loved family-owned bakeries in the country. That is Sheldon's. And we mentioned a few more sponsors getting ready to go. We see Adam Saddlemeyer, Charlie Emmett is out there on the water, getting ready to attack the slalom course, and he'll want to try and get as far down as possible to first of all get qualified for the final at night. We take 8 skiers out of the 11 that are present here through to the next round, so he doesn't want to be in the bottom 3. And it could come down to backup scores to determine who is in and who is on the outside looking in. So some scenes around the dock. A few of our competitors getting situated there, to say the least. And here we go. This is Charlie Emmett. Entrance number 1 on 11.25 meters. He really needs to try and get as far down this pass as possible and put something into 10.75 he can possibly manage it. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. He gets round 4. He's inside 5. I believe that is very similar to a score that he produced yesterday. Charlie Emmett, who yesterday scored into 11.25 meters. I believe it was an identical score of a 4. But there you see getting a decent start on there, but already strung out into number 2 there on the instant replay. And things didn't improve much for him going forwards. Getting broken over into number 4 and just could not regain his stack off number 4 towards number 5. And unfortunately there for Charlie Emmett, it's a goodbye, Mr. Bond. So there we go, Charlie Emmett getting really, really pitched out on 1 or 2 of his turns, especially number 2 and number 3. 4 and inside number 5, which brings us to our next competitor. Our next competitor should be Adam Saddlemeyer, as we see a good smattering of people there as part of our live audience on the shoreline. Charlie Emmett returning to the dock. 4 buoys yesterday at 11, 4 buoys on 11 today. And Adam Saddlemeyer also scoring 4 buoys at 11.25 meters yesterday, but let's see if he's in a position to do something about that and put himself in the top 8. All right, so you see the leaderboard. You see the top 8 so far.
Thanks, you too, dude. 32.82. That's it, right?
All right there. So Adam Saddlemeyer has already got some obstacles to contend with because there's a whole flotilla of ducks towards the last third of the course. So the officials might have to call a temporary pause to allow the boat to make it through without assassinating a few Canadian geese along the way. Mind you, in some respects, Canadian geese are about the last thing you need at a water ski site in the UK. Many a ramp surface has been damaged by those geese over the many years that I've been involved in the sport, especially in my earlier years in the United Kingdom. All right, so here we go, folks. We have got Adam Saddlemeyer. Our flotilla of Canada geese have vacated the stage. And here he comes, coming in. Opening run, 13 meters. So Adam Saddlemeyer, for his part, has got to get at least 5 buoys at 11.25 meters to better than 5'11", 2.5 meters to overhaul Robert Hazelwood and try and put himself in the top 8 rather than the bottom 3. And let's send it over to the dock and we'll rejoin Dr. Lauren Morgan.
All right, Rob, round 1 didn't go as well as you had planned, but you're at home, you're here in England. How are you feeling going into round 2?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. It's cool to see kind of everyone coming out and coming to go watch. Cool to see everyone ripping it up this morning. And yeah, I mean, 2 hours away from my house. I've got to be able to do better than 5 at 11, so let's see what happens.
All right, well, good luck, and I got to ask, is it coming home?
Football? Yeah. Water skiing as well.
All right, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, it's so refreshing that Dr. Lauren Morgan seems to have adapted to the English culture that quickly to even know what that reference is. You know, the many times that England has competed in major championships since 1966, and no major trophy to show for it in that time. And tomorrow night, England on the cusp of taking the European Championship when they take on Spain tomorrow night at about, I believe the kickoff is going to be at about 8 o'clock in the evening, British Summer Time, and 9 o'clock in the evening, Central European Daylight Time. But let's concentrate on the action that is ahead of us right now on the water. Adam Saddlemeyer looking to get through this run and establish a score maybe into 10.75 meters. That could be the kind of rope length that Adam Saddlemeyer needs to realistically get to put himself in a position where he could be among the top 8. So as we continue right along, let me tell you about Rathbones. Rathbones is a distinguished leader in personalized investment and wealth management services dedicated to guiding individuals, families, and charities towards their financial aspirations. Check out Rathbones. Let's check in with the doctor.
All right, Charlie, 4 at 11 both rounds, but you said you felt a little bit better this round. Can you tell us about the 2 rounds and how the conditions felt today compared to yesterday?
Yeah, today it felt so much better, but I was just overcommitting a little bit. So yeah, that's all it was, but it was so much fun. And, you know, I love it here. It's a great sight.
Awesome. Well, good job. And now you can go and cheer on England tomorrow in the final.
It's coming home. Yes, it is. Go on, England.
All right, you heard it here. Back to you guys.
That's what happens when you feed her too much information. Well, it may indeed coming home, but you know, you just got to touch wood a little bit. You know, it's been one of those situations that's happened before. Anyway, let's continue on. Adam Saddlemeyer. All right then, folks, here we go. This is Adam Saddlemeyer, 11.25 meters. Oh, he's in deep off number 2. Good to go round number 3. Excellent on number 4. What has he got? Let's see if he can get the ski out ahead of him. And now it could well come down to a tussle between him and the likes of Rob Hazelwood to determine who the 8 skiers are making it through to the next round of the competition. He could end up displacing someone significantly higher than Rob Hazelwood if Rob himself produces a better score than what he did in the first round. But we'll keep an eye on how that transpires. But I tell you what, Adam Saddlemeyer looked determined. I tell you what, from number 1 into number 2, where that ski leapt up out off the back of the boat through the wakes like a fish into the turnaround buoy number 4, drops in hard, good resistance, overstretch into number 5 to make sure that ski gets round, and then he pulls all the way to the buoy line where number 6 is situated and gets the ski round and motors on to the next run of 10.75 meters. So looking at the leaderboard right now, Rob Hazelwood on the dock, having scored 5 at 11.25 meters. His 8th spot has now been reduced to currently 9th at this time, courtesy of Adam Saddlemeyer, who is still in the water and trying to turn the screw a little bit more as he approaches the course at 10.75 meters. What has he got? Alpha 2. On the 0 off entrance gates, number 1 getting the good solid start. Round number 2, he's still there on 2. He's still there. He's still gonna go for this. He's round number 4, round number 5. Can he make it? Round number 6. Oh yes, he can.
Yeah, 07.
Tell you what, looks like we're gonna get a review on number 6 there, but I tell you what, that is some great skiing there from Adam Saddlemeyer. We're taking a look at this once again. And just looking at this, once again, letting the ski run down course, but still allowing for some good angulation from each side. Round number 5, and I think that, honestly, from that perspective, it looked like the ski made it round. All right, do we have a signal from the officials to suggest that he is clear to continue? Yes, it is 6 at 10.75 meters. Great stuff there for Adam Saddlemeyer. Never mind Bob the Builder when he's asked, can he ski that? He said, yes, I can. Here comes Adam Saddlemeyer, 10.25 meters. He's vaulted himself from being on the outside looking in to being very much in the hunt, and it is a 1 buoy count at 10.25 meters. Some excellent athleticism there, courtesy of Adam Saddlemeyer. A good fighting run there at 10.75 meters to set himself up for the eventual score of 1 at 10.25 meters. He is as happy as can be. And certainly played out a tough performance out there defied all expectations going into this. And just looking at Adam Sattermeyer again getting round the first buoy at 10.25 meters. And vaulted himself from his current position of going into this into this round of being in 9th spot, and vaulted himself all the way up to 5th. All right, moving forward, and we just saw a shot there of Thomas de Gasperi just trying to stay huddled up and warm there in his snow ski jacket as we continue to motor along. A mention of the British Media Company. The British Media Company leads the forefront of media innovation, renowned for its exceptional content and groundbreaking productions across diverse platforms. With a storied heritage and unwavering commitment to excellence, they continuously redefine the media and entertainment landscape. That is BMC, the British Media Company. There we see Steve Glanfield, the organizer of this competition, in conversation there with Rob Hazelwood.
Do they have an official score yet? Do they have an official score for him?
Well, that's a good question, because the score we gave was confirmed.
Yeah.
But
no one heard it.
So Nathan McGarry taking the boat back to the dock, the orange Nautique 200. All right then, so we do have an official score. It took a little while, but it is confirmed as 1 at 10.25 meters. And that vaults him straight from 9th spot all the way to a 3-way tie for 1st spot. Now, he is in the lead by the sheer fact that he has slalomed in the 2nd round, and that he does have a backup score. Okay. So it is that backup score that the likes of Aaron Davies and Sasha Deska have got to exceed in order to regain that #1 spot going into the nighttime final. For his part, Rob Hazelwood, he's now inherited the 9th spot that has been given to him now by Adam Sattermeyer on the strength of his performance that we just saw a few moments ago. And so Rob Hazelwood currently in 9th spot and needing a score of more than 2.5 on 10.75 meters to get into the top 8. But let's send it over and check in with the doctor once again.
All right, Adam, so a little bit of a shaky 11, but then you get through 11 and then get through 10-7 as well, and you're tied for the lead right now. How are you feeling?
Yeah, obviously I'm super happy. You know, we were talking before I went out there how important it is to think about the big picture stuff and delivering on your big keys. None of that happened when I was out there. It was just straight up hammer time, buoy after buoy, and quite frankly, I was surprised numerous times that I'm just gonna keep it going. And yeah, I'm psyched with the score, and we'll see where it lands.
Awesome. Well, get some rest, and we'll see you later.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good to hear that Adam is a fan of the 80s. Yes, it is hammer time for him. Good, solid performance there, and but would that be enough to see him through to the next round of the competition? He gets a 1, but that's not enough. Well, it is actually enough to take the lead. based upon a backup performance as well added into the mix. But Adam Sanomaya right there on top and looking fairly self-assured that he'll be through to the 8-skier final. He threw everything into that performance and the kitchen sink to go along with it. So good effort there from Adam. Now let's see if Rob Hazelwood, one of the 5 British skiers in this event, can replicate that effort or try to get even beyond it. There's number 1. This is the 12-meter pass. The last line length in which the handle will extend beyond the width of the course from where the boat is driving through right now to where the buoys are situated. 11.5 meters that width. Line length 12. So, Rob Hazelwood needing a deep score into 10.75 meters, but he's not at that point yet. He's at 11.25 meters. The skier who's won a couple of pro titles so far this season. He won over at the Lake 38 Pro in Tallahassee in the northern part of Florida. He's won over at the Botas Pro-Am as well, which took place just outside Toledo in Spain. So he's having a pretty glorious season right now as we look over to the 10-time European men's slalom champion from Italia. It is Thomas de Gasperi. So waiting on Rob Hazelwood, getting ready for the next pass that he has in his sights. 11.25 meters. The atmosphere here, you can cut with a knife. Here comes Rob Hazelwood, originally from Lincoln, which is about a 2-hour drive away from this location. We're just outside the village of Beringsfield in Oxfordshire. And here we are at the inaugural edition of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am. Looking in good fettle here. Round number 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 on 11.25 meters. He exceeds the score that he produced yesterday, but he still needs to get a fair ways down, 10.75 meters, to give himself some breathing room and be among that number of 8 skiers to make it to the nighttime final, which will take place once our venue hits dusk. Getting pitched over the tip of the ski a little bit there, both on his approach into number 5 and on the tail end of that turn. I think he wanted to safety out of that one as much as he could as he got out through the exit gates. There is Thomas de Gasperi once again. He is among the 7 remaining skiers to go. So Rob Hazelwood now. So needing at least 3 to put himself above Jonathan Travers at this point. If he gets close enough to running this pass, then all bets are off here. Coming in, this is Rob Hazelwood. Knows exactly what he needs to do here. He's round buoy number 1, gets himself set. Round number 2, he's good to go here. Round number 3, he makes the 3. He's ahead of Jonathan Travers at this point. There's 4, there's 5. Does he make it round number 6? Not quite, but it is enough. It should be enough to see him through to the top 8. But we have to wait and see what transpires with our other competitors going forward. Rob Hazelwood so close to making a full impact on that run, but ends up with 5 on 10.75 meters. Rob Hazelwood from the county of Lincolnshire, and he's certainly having the season of his life so far, with 2 professional victories to his name. And just gripping that handle as hard as he possibly can. Handle up high on the inside on number 4. Just about manages to get around number 5 and just stalls the ski, and just nothing doing there in respect to making it around the 6th and final buoy. But I don't know who we were shouting at towards the shoreline, but I'm sure it was quite entertaining, to say the least. Rob Hazelwood, 10.75 meters. Once again, just barely getting outside the buoys at this point of this line length. Incredibly short rope whenever you scale that towards 11.25 meters, being the width of the buoys away from the center line of the boat. And there you go. There's Rob Hazelwood. He gets 5. And on the water right now, from Trento in Italia, the 10-time and current European men's slalom champion, Thomas de Gasperi. Smooth as you like off buoy number 1 on 13 meters. Looking good. Looking in good shape, I would say. And with that, let's check in with Dr. Morgan.
Rob, 5 at 39. You definitely improved on yesterday. We'll have to wait and see if you'll be skiing tonight, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It was just nice not to completely suck in front of a home crowd, and just, yeah, it felt okay out there. I felt much better than yesterday. Kind of getting through that 11 pretty well was a good confidence builder. I'm just shaky. Every pass I feel like I'm going to roll in, and so I got to get my head in the right place, and if I'm incredibly lucky to make it through the final, then I'll restart and go again. But there's some very good skiers coming up, so no one's safe, but yeah, I can't be mad at that.
I imagine most of your family's probably on shore, but is there anyone at home you want to give a shout out to?
Ooh, that's pressure. Obviously all my family, my girlfriend on side, and my mum and dad are here. Just, yeah, everyone. You know, the Jack Travers crew has looked after me so much over the years. Been able to ski in Florida. My cousins Tom and June, Will. Yeah, no need to thank too much yet, because I'm barely even in the final, maybe. But yeah, thanks to everyone. They know who they are.
Awesome. We'll hope to see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.
All right, then, continuing right along there, and good to hear from Rob Hazelwood, as we see our latest Pro Tour stop winner. That's Jonathan Travers out of Groveland in Florida. He won his latest professional tour stop over in San Gervasio last weekend in the northern part of Italy. It was pretty warm out there. A little bit cooler here, though. Thomas de Gasperi, a native of Italia, slicing and dicing away, and looking pretty strong in the process. Alrighty then, Thomas de Gasperi getting settled in, and enough time to tell you about Z-Tech Support. Z-Tech Support is a leading provider of comprehensive IT solutions dedicated to empowering businesses with cutting-edge technology and exceptional service. That is Z-Tech Support. Let's check in with the doc.
All right, John, 2.5 at 39 yesterday. Maybe not exactly what you were shooting for, but what's the plan today in round 2?
Going out there and attacking. Yesterday I was pretty nervous leaving the dock and just skied really weak on my first few passes, and then just trying to get some timing on the gates and just feel aggressive through the course and just try to keep my eyes up.
Awesome. It sounds like a good plan, and hope it goes well, and we'll talk to you when you come back.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Good words there from Jonathan Travers as he sets himself up as the next skier to take to the water. Still on the water, as a matter of fact, is Thomas de Gasperi, who's currently lying in 8th spot right now, the 8th and final spot potentially to move up into the final round. A nighttime final of 8 skiers. It still potentially could be some big surprises going forwards. But let's see how things pan out with the likes of Thomas de Gasperi on the water at this time. 11.25, dropping in hard on number 1 and number 2 here. Keeping the handle nice and low. Getting a little bit bouncy out there, Thomas de Gasperi, but able to get the job done on 11.25 meters. That is Thomas de Gasperi. So now he will get ready for 10.75 meters and just getting ready period. We see Jonathan Travers on dockside there, just trying to go through his keys and what he needs to do to succeed here in this environment. Looks like we've got a gate review on this pass for T-Gas. We will see if he was good to go with that gate, and our officials are checking it out right now to determine whether he properly made it through the gates. As we look at the instant replay once again from our tower cam. Hooking up the handle low. And all set to run that pass. So just waiting on the official reckoning on that gate shot there for Thomas de Gasperi on 11.25 meters. The skiers take it extremely close to the right-hand gate ball to try and get us all the advantage they possibly can and give themselves the extra inch or two necessary to allow that ski to get out nice and wide. And with that in mind, the gate is approved on 11.25 meters. So what that has done for him is it's afforded him a little bit more in the way of a calmer water, because during the gate review, that allows him a few more seconds to get the water settled down to exactly how he likes. There's number 1, there's number 2 at 10.75 meters. Oh, a little bit of a bounce there on number 3. He's good to go around number 4. Thomas de Gasperi. There's number 5. Pulls all the way to... Oh, no! And he's inside buoy number 6 there for Thomas de Gasperi. He has a good score from yesterday, but he has a better backup score than Rob Hazelwood at this time. So there you go. He ties Rob Hazelwood. So now it comes down to what Jonathan Travers brings into the mix. So Thomas de Gasperi and Jonathan Travers both tie on 2.5, and Thomas de Gasperi with a 5 in round number 2. Like I said, it could come down to the backups, and we'll see what transpires in the next few minutes. So we'll take a quick look at the leaderboard and get you up to speed with where we are so far as the positionings are concerned. So here we go, where we see Thomas de Gasperi getting down course a little bit on some of these turns. He was able to get past number 5, but unfortunately a little bit too late for him to make a play on number 6. and it is a 5 buoy count there. So Thomas de Gasperi. Now, here we go. This is Jonathan Travers, 13 meters. There's number 1. Get into a little bit of difficulty at the opening part of 13 meters, but he's able to take that in his stride as he skis himself through the exit gates. That's Jonathan Travers out of Groveland in Florida, knowing that a 5 buoy count would potentially get him through to the next round, and with 5 at 11.25 meters could be the score that he would need to get to the promised land. And with that in mind, let's check in with the doc.
All right, T, yes, you're officially in the final. How did this round compare to the first round?
Yesterday was kind of like learning a little bit about the movement of the water. And today, you know, the other guys ski very well, so the only solution was attacking. I wanted to run it, but yeah, my 4 and 5 was not the best, so I got to settle for 5, and hopefully tonight will be another plan.
Awesome. And have you skied at night before?
Yeah, we actually used to do Pro Tour stops back in the day at night, and it feels very fast, very different. So it will be fun to go back to ski at night again.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right then, so looking for a 5 buoy count at 39.5 off to potentially put him in the mix as one of the top 8 skiers to advance out of this round into the nighttime final. The boat now accelerating to 58K and about 12 meters directly behind him is Jonathan Travers. There's 1. Good solid skiing around number 2 and number 3. Looking good. Round 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Very much within his stride and gets all 6 buoys on that second run of 12 meters. So good skiing there from JT. As we look at some of the scores that have potentially made an impact here in this competition. Adam Saddlemeyer has skied his way through into contention with 1 at 10.25 meters, our current leader, and actually in a 3-way tie with that score, but because Aaron Davies and Sasha Deska, because they have skied number 1 buoy at 10.25 in the first round, but they don't have a backup score quite yet. We'll see who leapfrogs the other. So as we continue to rock away towards the end, there are a number of skiers that are pacing up and down and wondering what it's going to take for them to make it through to the final that will take place tonight, right here at the Oxfordshire Pro Am, the inaugural edition for 2024. All right, here we go, folks. Jonathan Travers, 11.25 meters a pass. He knows he's got to run. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's 1. There's number 2. Bracing himself every single time he approaches the buoy and sees a little bit of oh no, and he almost overcooks it there. Gets round number 5 and 6. Oh, wow. Could have absolutely have blown his opportunity to be a part of the top 8. So a lot of permutations going forward, and as we continue to watch the effort here from Jonathan Travers on the instant replay, for those of you that are watching live on the Shorefront, feel free to check out our YouTube channel on TWBC. Check it out, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and you'll be informed as to the next time we carry a live event. Our next live event beyond this one is the Junior World Championships taking place up in Canada, the same country that we just saw a shot of there, the same country of origin as Jamie Bull. And we'll be there in about 2 to 3 weeks' time for the U17 Championships of the World. But here we are, still here. We've got Nathan McGarry about to mash the throttle down and get ready to pull Jonathan Travers into the course at 10.75 meters. A lot is riding on this. If he can get round number 5 and round number 6, he will put himself back in contention here. But anything less, and he'll be waiting. Here we go, 10.75 meters, round number 1, takes a big hit, oh, and he blows the tail on number 2. And he swims into shore there. And with that, that brings Will Asher back into contention and guaranteed a spot through to the next round of the competition, which is the nighttime final for Jonathan Travers with his score of 1.5 at 10.75 meters. That eliminates him, so he joins 2 other skiers in the elimination pool. Charlie Emmett and Arno de Rick alongside Jonathan Travers, all eliminated from future contention. So any other skier from here on in is guaranteed a spot through to the next round of the competition out of the original 11. 3 are eliminated, and the 8 that are above them have spots into the slalom final, which will take place later on tonight. There we see Aaron Davies getting limbered up, and Will Asher, the current leader on the Waterski Pro Tour men's slalom list. Leaderboard there. We have our remaining skiers, 5 of them. We've got Will Asher, Corey Vaughan, Joel Poland, Aaron Davies, Sasha Deska, all about to take to the water. All of them assured of their path through to the 8-skier final. They could decide to go into the course at a modified strategy. Maybe go in instead of 30 meters, which is the minimum starting line length, they could decide to go in on 12 and chance their luck there. They would do so without any risk going forwards. They're all through to the next round, the remaining skiers, including Will Asher, who is here and currently lying in 8th spot right now, but I'm sure he wants to get up a little bit higher. And we'll see if he does. Okay, so of the skiers that have competed so far, let me tell you those scores in just a moment, but let's check in with the doctor.
All right, Corey, you're officially in the final. Habit 41 yesterday. What's the game plan here? You could just go do a couple passes and feel it out, or you could do a full set. So what's the plan?
Yeah. Max number of buoys is the plan. I feel like the more opportunity I have to feel things out, the better it fares for me tonight. It's super nice to have lower pressure, that I'm not going to be eliminated. But that said, I want to, it gives me the reason to go out there and attack, ski on offense, try to really, like Alice said, find that balance between aggressive and calm, and try to take the most advantage, do the most buoys.
Awesome. Well, good luck out there, and we'll see you tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, then, excellent stuff there from Corey Vaughan and Dr. Laura Morgan. Glad to have her not only at San Gervasio, but right here at the Oxfordshire Pro-Am for 2024, the inaugural edition of. And great to have support from a number of different areas, including from Sanderson, which is a renowned dining destination celebrated for its exceptional cuisine, inviting ambiance and impeccable service. The award-winning establishment combines traditional and contemporary flavors, using the finest locally sourced ingredients to craft innovative dinner dishes. So here we go, Will Asher, 12 meters. Getting set. Not looking too bad. Probably not total at ease with what he's doing out there in respect to the water, which moves quite a bit out there. The water level is about a meter or so higher than what it typically is for this time of year. So that does result in a little bit more movement in the water than is typically anticipated for. All right then, so go vote for your skier of the day. Check that out by going to waterskibroadcasting.com and clicking at the link towards the top of the page. Go vote for your skier of the day. There we see a good smattering of people there getting ready to go. Getting a few messages through. Good to hear from you fans all over the world watching in and seeing the action take place at this time. I'll see about giving some of you a shout out as we continue to rock and roll. Here comes Will Asher, currently in the lead in the Waterski Pro Tour men's slalom standings. Tallying over 200 points already this season, with just a little over the halfway mark. Oh, getting in deep there on 11.25 meters. Not making this pass easy by any stretch of the imagination, and manages to just kill the speed off number 6 and get through the exit gate and set himself up for 10.75 meters. The question is, does he have the desire going forward to try and bump his seeding up a little bit higher from where it is right now, which I believe currently is in 8th spot. He's assured of his entrance through to the next round of the competition. He knows that, but let's see if he's prepared to climb up a little bit higher. He can do so by getting more than 5 at 10.75 meters. That will certainly help his cause. That would put him indeed above Rob Hazelwood and Thomas de Gasperi. If he can get a score into 10.25 meters, more than half a buoy, then that would vault him up again over Joel Poland and Corey Vaughan. And if he gets more than 1, well, yes, indeed, game on. But it's ABC's. He has got to run this 10.75 meter pass before he gets into that conversation of being the potential leader and the top skier going through to the men's slalom final, which will take place tonight. So, let's continue right along. All right, getting limbered up on the dockside, we see Corey Vaughan, and we also see James Timothy, the brains behind the shore path system, keeping close by and making sure that everything is working within the specifications. You know, it's a revolutionary system. Let me tell you about Shore Path. Shore Path is revolutionizing water skiing with its cutting-edge navigation and path tracking technology, offering unparalleled accuracy and control through advanced GPS and real-time data analytics. That is Shore Path. And also, let me tell you about OF Bell. OF Bell sets the standard for excellence in construction, renowned for their superior quality and innovative solutions across residential, commercial, and industrial projects. With a legacy of craftsmanship spanning decades, OF Bell combines expertise with unwavering dedication to detail and client satisfaction. All right, 39.5 off, 10.75 meters. All right, rock and roll, round buoy number 1 at 10.75 meters. He's looking good here. Oh, man alive, I said that, and he almost completely obliterates himself off that buoy, round number 3 and number 5 side. So now he has an opportunity, having run 10.75 meters, to have a crack at 10.25 meters, and any piece of 2 could potentially unhinge the rankings right now as they stand. Looks like there is a gate under review at this time there for Will Asher, and he's just having a little bit of a chuckle there in that instance. Looked pretty solid there from number 1 into number 2. He was very, very close to the right-hand gate ball, having checked the path that he took out of that area towards number 1. Broken forward off number 5, and number 6 doesn't have to worry too much about skiing his way into contention. He already is. He is in the 8-skier final. And looks like for Will Asher, his set is done. 0 gate count on a 10.75 meters. You very rarely see that from him. But is he worried too much? Not really. He'll be our first competitor off the dock in the men's slalom final during the night. And, well, it's hard to get a read on that situation, whether that... I don't honestly think it was deliberate, but certainly it puts himself first off the dock in the men's slalom final. And let's check in the dock side with the doctor.
All right, John, tough break, but, you know, you've had, 6 stops here in the last 4 weeks, a lot of ups, lots of downs. You just had your first pro win last week, and sometimes, you know, that's slalom, that's the deal. So how are you feeling, and what are you going to take away from this experience?
Well, it's always fun to be at another event, especially when it's the first one. I'm kind of embarrassed of myself from winning an event last weekend and not making the final this weekend, but I'm happy to be here. Get a little bit of break here until our U.S. Nationals in California, so go home, go back to the books, and start figuring out what we need to do to be better.
Awesome, and you get to go home and see your wife and Alex tomorrow, and I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's been a long 4 weeks without my wife and my little guy, but it's been fun with FaceTime. Get to see him every day, so I'll be home, buddy, tomorrow.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, so that was JT, and I'm sure that Natty and Alex will be So happy to see JT back home, and after conclusion of this competition. All right, here we go. Coming to us out of the state of Virginia in the United States, this is Corey Vaughn. Seems to have that one situated. All right, let's send it back to the dock with the dock.
All right, well, I mean, you run a nice 39. Unfortunately, didn't make it through the gates, but hey, you're in the final tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good just to make it through 39. Yeah, I missed the gates. I was thinking, I was down in the end, we were waiting a while. I was getting a little cold and a little shivery, and I just got a little tense on the gates and went earlier than I wanted to. So that's fine. It was good just to feel the water again and, you know, get to play again tonight, which is kind of all about.
Yep, well, we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. I was going to do another question.
Rocking and rolling forwards. We've got Nathan McGarry at the helm of that Nautique towboat. And glad to have Corey Vaughn here, coming to us out of Bumpus in Virginia. Virginia, known as Old Dominion, the mother of presidents and the mother of the states, all of those monikers and nicknames tied in with one of the original 13 states of the United States of America, being Virginia. Runs a ski school over in his hometown and does pretty well with that. I'm sure there are some fans already populating the live chat on the YouTube player. Yep, true to form, they are there. The fans of Corey Vaughn making themselves loud and present. Seeing what he's got to offer on 12 meters. He's already assured himself of a spot footer next round with his score of half at 10.25 meters in the round previous to this. But Corey Vaughn, who's one of a few competitors that has actually gone through 10.25 meters. And with that, let's check in with the dock.
All right, Joel, you're in the final. Congratulations. What's the game plan here?
Run 41 off.
All right. Anything for tonight? Any prep for the night? I know we talked about we've night jumped a bunch of times. You never slalomed at night, though. Are you going to take any of that jump experience into the slalom final?
Yeah, so night jump's normally kind of scary, and you're more dealing with controlling the fear than anything. And I think night slalom is going to be a bit more exciting and fun, hopefully. So yeah, the plan is go out and ski aggressive, ski hard, and just go for it. Go as far as we can and just keep going.
Awesome. Well, good luck, and we'll see you tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
Why, thank you.
No, it doesn't.
All right there, so we've got Dave Stevenson in the passenger seat. We've got Nathan McGarry at the helm. We've got an all-star panel of officials here, not only on the judging tower, but also here in the production tent of TWBC. Here we go, folks. Coming on in. On pass number 3, this is 11.25 meters, the purple loop. Number 1, good, steady-footed, looking run, not moving around too much, but when he needs to apply pressure against the boat, he is there and ready to apply such force. settling himself down for the next run, 10.75 meters. About 70 seconds of wait time is afforded each skier at each end after each pass. Enough time for the waves and the rollers to make their way to the shore and out of the way of the skiers. There are a few rollers that the skiers have to contend with, but bear in mind that we've had one of the wettest summers on record in the United Kingdom during this time of year, and that has resulted in the lake level being extraordinarily high, being over a meter higher than it would typically run at this time of year, given any other year. There you see our leaderboard. Adam Saddlemeyer, by the fact that he's already skied, is already in the lead with 1 at 10.25 meters. The perfect tie exists between Aaron Davies and Sasha Deska. Both of those skiers yet to ski, and both of those skiers tying with 1, which means that they are currently in a two-way tie for second with that score. 39.5 off, 10.75 meters. Looking good. There you go, 10.75 meters. He gets it to go. The cleanest looking run that we've seen on that line length so far at this stage of the competition. So he is all over that. He is on a roll out there. Corey Vaughan with a 6-buoy count at 10.75 meters, looking in really good shape. And seems to have found a good groove out there. And his fans are just absolutely flooding the live chat here on the TWBC YouTube player. If you want to see the coverage and see what's being said about the coverage, go to YouTube, type up TWBC, and click on the link towards the top, and you should be able to navigate easily from there to the live coverage that you're seeing here live. But could Corey Vaughan be a skier that will be voted as skier of the day? No doubt the vote will continue on into tonight, but we still open up we still got the vote open for those of you, those fans that are across the world getting behind Corey Vaughan. Here we go. Go vote for your skier of the day. Waterskibroadcasting.com. Waterskibroadcasting.com, and hit the link at the very top of the page to submit your vote. The skier of the day, brought to you by 2U Nutritional Bars. Let's see what we got. Corey Vaughan, 10.25 meters. Needs more than 1. He isn't going to get it, but it puts him in a tie for the lead. It might actually be the outright lead because of his superior backup score against the backup score of Adam Saddlemeyer. So he has skied himself into a lead position right now. Corey Vaughan with 1 at 10.25 meters. Paired up with his half a buoy score at 10.25 meters in the round previous to this. And so far, our only skier so far in this competition that has gone into 10.25 meters in each of the first 2 rounds. Not risking too much here and getting round 1 to the wakes. Putting himself exactly where he wants to be. There we go. There we see Joel Poland. He's assured of his spot through to the final 8. And there, Joel Poland wearing his bib like an NBA shirt or jersey. right, here we go. We've got Corey Vaughan being transported to the dock. We're going to hear from him in just a few moments. In the meantime, let me tell you about Ramtech. Ramtech Systems are a versatile technology company specializing in a range of innovative services tailored to diverse client needs. They offer managed website and email hosting solutions designed to provide seamless, reliable, and secure online presence for businesses and individuals. Ramtech Systems excels in LPG gas management systems, streamlining administrative tasks for ski clubs and ensuring safe and efficient operations. Looking inside our army tent that we've borrowed from one of the helicopter support squadrons based at RAF Benson, which is about 15 minutes away just down the road. And we thank the Joint Helicopter Support Unit and the Joint Helicopter Support Squadron of the Royal Air Force that have been in existence for over 40 years, operating a range of helicopters from the Puma HC-2 to the Boeing Chinook helicopters, that big twin-bladed heavy lift helicopter that is seen buzzing around this facility from time to time. And true to form, Joel Poland, he likes his dock starts. Did it. Guess what? There you go again. Opening pass. Unless I hear different, it's going to be 13 meters. I don't see any difference in strategy, nor are any of the skiers at this point prepared to contemplate going in on such a short line length for the opening run. Joel Poland for his part, 13 meters. Looking good. So, completing the opening pass of 30 meters. She may not have a TARDIS, but she's still the Doctor.
All right, cool. Knocking down 39 again, 2 out of 2 rounds. Is it going to go down tonight?
Yeah, I got to make it 3 for 3. You know, that actually felt the best so far. The practice of each round, I think, really has made a difference. And hopefully that adds up for tonight. I mean, it'll be dark, it'll be crazy, it's going to be super fun. And I'm just going to try to let my inner child out and have a ball out there.
Yeah, and I heard you might go take a nap before the final. Is this your usual bedtime, or?
The final's after my normal bedtime. I've got a lot of adrenaline right now. Maybe I can ride the crash down and then take a coffee back up, and we'll see if we can put that all together just right.
All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing you later, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, and Corey Vaughan there taking his performances into a whole new universe there with one buoy at 10.25 meters. He is in the lead right now, and one of the people that is currently in that multiple way tie situation with one at 10.25 meters is Aaron Davies, and we're going to get set up and talk to him in a little bit. But in the meantime, Joel Poland looking to exert his authority on this slalom competition. Don't forget, this is the skier that was in the lead position going into the men's slalom final in the World Championships last season, having run 10.25 meters for the very first time in his career right there in Groveland in Central Florida. Here he comes, 12 meters. We're still a little ways back from attempting 10.25 meters. 12 meters right now, 11.25 meters coming up next. The dip of the handle. And we'll dip into the universe that is currently occupied now by Aaron Davies.
All right, Aaron, going out second to last, still tied for the lead right now. Congratulations. Is this kind of your first time in this position?
Yeah, I've never been second to last off the dock. It's pretty cool. I feel pretty privileged, honestly. First time I've ever been in the position where I'm stood on the dock in the second round knowing I'm through to the final. That's That's a weight off the shoulders. You can use it. We can use it another practice set now. So just go out there, feel it out, feel it for tonight.
Awesome. And have you ever done a night slalom?
I have. I did it last year. We had nationals here last year and did night slalom, and it's different. If everything feels quick, but yeah, hopefully I'll just keep what I've learned last year and use it tonight.
All right, we'll have fun this round, and we'll see you tonight.
Thanks, Pooch.
Thanks.
All right, then. Thanks once again. As we see Sasha Deska, who will be our last skier to take to the water, right after Aaron Davies, who is preparing for his run out there. All right, then, continuing right along, just a brief word that once we get done with the skiers in this round of action in the men's competition, the webcast will terminate, but you will be instantly informed as to when the nighttime finals will take place by making sure that you hit the bell icon after subscribing to the TWBC YouTube channel. Joel Poland, 11.25 meters on his game. And looking good here, trying to maintain his seeding going in. So looking strong, and currently a third place seeding going into this this section of the competition, the round 2 in the men's slalom event. We've only got 2 skiers to go after here, Aaron Davies and Sasha Deska. And then after we get done with them, we will we'll take a break, and before we go into the final section of our coverage this weekend, the nighttime men's slalom final, and that will be on a separate YouTube webcast player. So make sure that you stay on top of that, and it'll also show up towards the top of the page on the YouTube channel for TWBC. So various ways to keep an eye on what is going on right here at the Oxfordshire Pro Am for 2024, the inaugural edition. So, temperature hovering at about 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 19 degrees Celsius. I'm sure the water is about 2 or 3 degrees, give or take, you know, maybe a little warmer, maybe a little cooler, but the water temperature is the hardest to see much of a change with in a short space of time. And as we discuss that, a good-looking 39 there from Joel Poland, coming to us out of the London area that is Clapham. Clapham in London, famous for its junction. And a lot of other stuff as well, but its favorite son is on the water right now, getting a good solid effort there off the first couple of turns. Looking really smooth, really on form here, and getting it to go. 10.75 meters, no two ways about it, and he was early into number 6. Doesn't drop the handle into the water this time, but he does show some encouraging signs going forward. So, Joel Poland, 10.25 meters. Does he feel frisky enough here? right, so here we go now. Joel Poland, if he can get a piece of 2, he will take the outright lead. Entrance, buoy number 1. Oh, nicely done off buoy number 1. And he gets to 2 and to the wakes, and here's your new leader, Joel Poland. And what that also does as well is it assures him of being able to start off the dock within the last 3 competitors in the nighttime final. He could potentially be the very last skier off the dock, depending upon what happens with our final 2 skiers. But the hard work is done, and this time around for Joel Poland, doesn't ride over the rope off that first turn at 10.25 meters. But he's certainly enjoying himself out there in no two ways about that. Joel Poland managing to keep the line up nice and high this time. Boom. Off number 1. Squares up on number 2. S-turns to the wake. Job done for Joel Poland. So one of our previous skiers out there on the water, Corey Vaughan, is still getting messages by the bucket load. Where's the love for someone like Joel Poland or the other skiers, man? Could Joel Poland potentially be the skier of the day? Is Corey Vaughan still very much in the running for that accolade as well? We'll soon find out, but you want to make sure and go vote for that. Go vote for your skier of the day by going to waterskibroadcasting.com/play, or actually going to waterskibroadcasting.com and check in the link at the very top of the page, and that will get you to the voting for skier of the day. There we go, Joel Poland eased himself on his way back to the dock. Job done. He's put himself with at least a top 3 seeding. Could end up being the second best seeding, or even the best seeding going into the nighttime final. And as I mentioned, it's dependent upon our remaining 2 competitors on the dock. We'll see Sasha Desko in a few minutes, but before him, it's going to be Aaron Davies.
Here we go.
All right, so working his way towards the course, our penultimate skier in round number 2. He's already assured himself of a place in the 8 skier men's slalom final. This now is Aaron Davies. And there is Aaron Davies getting through the opening pass. And with that, let's check in with Dr. Morgan.
2 at 41 in front of the home crowd. How are you feeling?
Cold, a little bit cold, but happy, very happy. Yeah, my goal was like go out, run 39, and that was a really nice 39 as well. Like happy around that 10, and then yeah, coming back on 10.2, felt really good out of 1, and yeah, it's a bit bumpy up there, so just felt like I could have done more, but top seed for now. We'll see how that holds up for tonight.
Yep, exactly. And everyone's down to know, is there going to be some trash talk on the dock later?
Oh, 100%. Whoever's out before me, get ready.
All right, you heard it. Back to you guys.
There you go. We're looking forward to that to a certain extent there from Joel Poland, the current world overall men's record holder and former world overall and men's champion. Has set that world overall record on many occasions in the last 2 to 3 seasons. And certainly one of the most exciting talents to emerge within the sport of tournament water skiing in within the last 5 years. That is Joel Poland. Another great slalom skier is starting to emerge in the form of Aaron Davies, who is the current NCWSA National Collegiate Men's Slalom Champion. Won that title last October in Zachary in Louisiana. Aaron Davies, who has spent a good amount of time working with some of the fine folks at Bennett's Water Ski School over in that part of the world in South Louisiana. A skier for Louisiana's Ragin' Cajuns, the alma mater for Aaron Davies. With that in mind, let's check in with the doctor.
All right, I'm here with Steve Glanfield, the event organizer here in our first year of the Oxford Pro-Am. How does it feel?
Exciting. I've enjoyed putting it on. We've done a couple of test ones with the nationals prior to this, with the night slalom, and with the staff this year. They've just smashed it for me. They've been working so hard the last week. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the event going.
Awesome. Well, thanks. And what can we expect for tonight?
Hopefully a show. Scores, big scores for the night, and everyone being excited. The skiers pumped and ready to go. I'd be happy with that.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it, and we'll head it back to you guys.
Well, thank you there, Lauren. And getting ready for Aaron Davies to come back in for his next run. So as we continue right along, here comes Aaron Davies. Getting things set up nicely here on 11.25 meters. Certainly has nothing to risk here by trying to go a little further down course, but that was a suspect looking 11.25 meters. He certainly made a meal out of it, and 10.75 meters comes up soon. He wants to keep his position, his original position going into this section of the competition. A two-way tie for first place with Sasha Deska. We've already seen one competitor in this slalom round 2 exceed the respective one buoy at 10.25 score that was shared by Sasha Deska and Aaron Davies thus far coming into this second round. And in order to get that back, he's got to ski round the 2 buoys and to the wakes at the very least. So for those of you who are looking on Google Maps and trying to get a read on where we are just outside the village of Beringsfield in the central part of this great county of Oxfordshire. The main city, of course, is Oxford, the city of the dreaming spires. And here we go. 10.75 meters for Aaron Davies. There's one. Round number 2. He's staying upright here on number 3. Good to go on number 4. Being careful here not to blow the tail. And he's buried that tail into the water there and managing to get around 10.75 meters. And our second skier after Corey Vaughan to get into 10.25 meters. Going to take a review of 5-ball here to determine whether he went round it or not. Aaron Davies, we've got the camera angle that's going to be the most telling as our officials take a look at this performance. Round buoy number 2, letting the ski run underneath him. Drives hard off number 3 into number 4. Getting a little bit down course, but patient enough to let that D3 ski run. And keeping everything in check. We'll wait for the official score to determine whether he can proceed on with 10.25 meters. Yes, the judges are giving us the thumbs up here. 6 at 10.75 meters, 10.25 meters. We'll continue right along. There you go, the official score. 10.6 at 10.75, Aaron Davies. Now, he already has a score of 1 from yesterday. If he can get that ski round buoy number 2 and at least get to the wakes afterwards, then he will take the lead away from Joel Poland with his 2 scores of 2 and half a buoy at 10.25 meters. There's 1. Does he make it round? Oh, he tries to make a play on number 2. So he gets 1 buoy, so he has a score of 1 from round 1. He has a score of 1 from round number 2. I believe that's good enough right now to put him fairly and squarely in second spot right now. So at the very worst, Aaron Davies will be the second to last skier to take to the water. He could be a third from last out onto the water. And he even knew that he didn't get enough of number 2 for it to be credit-worthy. We'll take a look at this performance from the boat side angle. Again, a little bit of a jolt there as he got through the wakes into buoy number 1 and just didn't have the right amount of turn at the right time to get the necessary spacing needed to get round number 2. So Aaron Davies, he's currently in second spot. In terms of his seeding, he can finish no worse than third. And but a lot depends on what happens with our final skier to take to the water. Coming to us out of the historic French city of Lourdes in France, it is Sacha Desquin. Yes, and receiving the cheers from the crowd as he makes his way back to the shore, to the dockside. That is Aaron Davies. So Aaron Davies giving the Canadian geese what for. And yeah, just looking at the instant replay here. There you go. Shouldn't have gone that close though, but just trying to remind the geese who's boss out there. So we've got Sasha Deska about to take to water. A reminder for you good folks out there hoping to watch the nighttime final. It starts at 9 p.m. British summertime. 9 p.m. start British summertime is going to be the start for the nighttime final, starting with the women and ending off with the men. 9 p.m. British summertime, which is going to be 4 p.m. for those of you watching us from stateside. For those of you watching from the United States, it'll be 4 p.m.
Okay.
For you, Eastern Daylight Time, 3 o'clock Central Time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the west coast of the United States. But essentially, British summertime, 9 p.m. BST. On the water, Sasha Deska, a final skier, the only one that can have significant impact upon the seedings as it stands right now, with Joel Poland being slated at this time to be the last skier off the dock. So, let's check in with the doctor once again.
All right, Aaron, another one at 41. I heard you talking on the dock, not really able to turn one there, but hey, solid score, and you're going to be no worse than third going into the final, so congrats.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. It's good to be back home. I've always loved home. It's great to do it in front of the home crowd. Just to do 39 back-to-back, do 10-7 back-to-back, it's a great feeling. Hopes. The Europe tour so far has not been exactly what I wanted, so this is a great way to end it. Even, whatever happens in the final, I'm happy at the moment. This is my first pro final in 2 years, so great to be back at the final again, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, that's an awesome accomplishment. And then on top of all of this, you get to cheer on England tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, we're looking forward to that one. So I'd like to, we'll see if I come home tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow night as well.
All right, well, we'll see you tonight. Thanks.
All right then, and good skiing there from Aaron Davies. And is that enough for your vote for skier of the day? Make sure you go to waterskibroadcasting.com and click on the link at the top of the page to vote for your skier of the day. Working his way into the course and bleeding off a little bit of speed for the entrance gates. 12 meters for Sasha Deska. Good skiing there. Yep, seems to have made that pass look relatively smooth there. Sasha Deska sinking into the water and getting ready for the next pass to come, which is 11.25 meters. So as we continue to roll along, let me give you a word about our sponsors, Nautique and Midlands Nautique. Thanks a lot to those guys there. Radar Skis, S-Line, Shorepath, Van Diesel, Sheldon's, Rathbones, BMC, Z-Tech Support, Sanderson, OF Bell, and Ramtech. And we also have assistance from RG, DJ, and photography as well. And a big shout out to Ryan Mead as well for his assistance in making sure that we've got a steady internet connection. He's right there on your screen, so big ups to him. So Nathan McGarry doing a fine job there at the helm of that towboat. There you see Joel Poland, our current leader after 2 rounds of slaloming. We'll see what he can do in the final. Now's his opportunity to do a backflip. which I don't think he'll do quite yet, but there you go. We could see him do one in the slalom finals. And here we go. This now is Sasha Deska. Sasha Deska, many times French national slalom champion. Has had the smattering of victories on the European side of professional water skiing. Skied for many, many seasons and has had to take a break for a few seasons due to injury in the past. So Sasha Deska seems to be fighting fit right now, and compared to last week, he's not wearing as much KT tape as he normally would expect to see him wear. Maybe the chilliness in the water is providing a little bit of a therapeutic effect here for Sasha Deska. So looking at Sasha Deska once again, and just great positioning he has at the tail end of each turn, and just waiting to load up on that boat and go from one side of the course to the next. And another one of our great sponsors, Benton's Haulage Limited. They'll be providing that by way of a stage tonight. Tonight's action begins at 9 p.m. That is 2100 hours. It's in about 3 hours and 20 minutes from now. So here we go. Right here, right now. Sasha Deska, 10.75 meters. There's number 3 and number 4. Good to go round number 5. And an equally impressive run at 10.75 meters. He is as dialed in as you see anyone out there. The count is 6. The line length is 10.75. And the skier from France, Sasha Deska. Just a reminder once again, our nighttime final starts at 9 p.m. British summertime. We'll take one final look at the messages as they're being transmitted over the live chat. Some good folks, some good fans of the sport checking in. Sonia Maximinkova getting behind Aaron Davies. Theo Vield saying that Joel's 39 was the best that he's seen so far, but why not throw that 39.5 off pass or 10.75 into the mix too for being a stylish looking run? And is it enough? Is it worthy of your vote? Make sure you hit the link at the top of the page at waterskibroadcasting.com and vote for your skier of the day. The lead score is 2. If he can get to number 2, at the very least, then he'll take the lead away from Joel Poland and ensure that he will be the last skier off the dock in the nighttime final. There's 1. Crushing number 1. He's round number 2. He's still there, though. And just to and by way of exclamation, he gets round 3 and to the wake. He wasn't merely content with just getting 2 and taking the lead like that. He wanted to show the remaining folks out there that he had something more to offer. Sasha Deskin. Little bit of a bump into number 1, but he was able to control that. Got the ski hard round number 2, and just in time as well, because he got round number 3, stopped the ski cold, went into S-turn mode, and gets the 3 that gives him the outright lead. Not just a lead via count back or by a backup score. An outright lead, which assures that he will be the last skier off the dock when the nighttime final takes place. That nighttime final will start at 9 o'clock this evening. Let's have a look at that leaderboard. Sasha Deskin in the lead with 3 at 10.25 meters. Joel Poland on 2. Aaron Davies, who ties the score with his score with Corey Vaughan, but Aaron Davies has the superior backup to Corey Vaughan, who is in 4th. Adam Saddlemeyer, same situation, has 1 buoy at 10.25 meters, but with a weaker backup score that puts him in 5th. 6th place right now, Thomas de Gasperi, 5 at 10.75 meters. Behind him, same score, weaker backup, Rob Hazelwood in 7th. Will Asher will be our first skier off the dock in the nighttime final for the men's competition. He scored 4.5 at 10.75 meters. And the 3 skiers that are eliminated are Jonathan Travers, Charlie Emmett, and Arno de Rick. So, our field is set for the women's. Our field is set for the men's in the slalom finals that will take place a little bit later on this evening, all of it starting at 9 o'clock. And for one final hit, let's check in with the doctor.
Here with Sasha, he literally just got back in, 3 of 41, 10-2. Great job, your top seed for tonight.
Yeah. At the beginning, I was not sure what to do because maybe skiing earlier was better with the ride, but apparently the timing changed with skiing later. So I said, okay, everybody is going to ski in the dock, so why not try to ski top seed?
Yep, and actually a fun fact that some people might not have remembered, the last time there was a pro event here in England, you won it.
Yeah, the last regular one, but we did one 2 years ago that was called the Duel, and I didn't win this one for sure.
All right, well, maybe we'll see you in from you tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
Thanks, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sasha, and thanks once again for that fine work there from Dr. Lauren Morgan. And we look forward to hearing from her and the rest of our competitors tonight, the 7 skiers that are already through in the women's slalom event and the 8 skiers to go in the men's slalom final. Those will take place back-to-back. 9 o'clock start tonight, 9 o'clock British summer time. And just a reminder that our sponsors, once again, we've got Nautique, we've got Radar, S-Line, Shorepath, Van Diesel, Sheldon's, Rathbones, BMC, Z-Tech Support, Sanderson, OF Bell, and Ramtech, alongside RG, DJ, and Photography, and also BHL, Benton's Haulage Limited. All right, then. That represents the conclusion of this broadcast. We will be back on in the next few hours for the nighttime slalom final. But on behalf of everyone here, including our complete TWBC broadcast crew, my name is Tony Lightfoot, and I'm going to say ciao for now.
For skiers and water enthusiasts, Florida lakes are what dreams are made of. Combined with world-class golf, remarkable weather, natural beauty, theme parks, and so much more, it's easy to see that Florida is paradise. For more than 30 years, I've enjoyed Florida's lakes and many offerings. If you are interested in Florida real estate, let me be your guide and trusted advisor as you search for your paradise. Together, we can make your dreams a reality.